Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Better preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Butter so much you might have a concussion. You hitting it twice like a percussion. You talking some chicken, I know that you bluffing. Then all of a sudden, 16 or 12, and now it's a dozen. You eating so much, man, you look like a muffin. You popping your pants and you need a new button. In the kitchen, always cooking something. Seasons, got some chicken coming. For all your friends and your neighbors' cousins. Got gourmet niggas, got them down in London. A couple leaves and some chopped onions. My order's wrong and there's no discussion. My chicken's pink. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Better preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Better preheat 400. Preheat 400. Trying to hunt, and now I'm the hunted. Know my facts, man, you know that I'm punting. My fruit sex is stacked and I keep it abundant. I'm swimming in chicken, you know that I love it. Now you never had swimming lessons. Croutons and some ranch dressing. Now you never had my bows flexing. Old girls always texting. Everything big, I guess I'm texting. Cooking chicken, I'ma need a recipe. Fried grilled teriyaki, maybe sesame. Better call the sheriff and the deputy. Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Better preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Better preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Preheat 400. Put my chicken in the oven. Better preheat 400.
Kind regards, masses, it's me, High Bike, and I am back with some more Radical Dreamers. The last song we were listening to was Preheat 400 by Rick Nugget. I don't know, this song just came up on my Spotify randomly. Like, I just kind of left it after, like, I finished listening to my playlist. Like, it just kind of went on autoplay, and this song came up, and I was like, wow, I felt that. He put his chicken in the oven and Preheat 400. It made me hungry. But yeah, if you want to listen to this song, I'll leave a link in chat right here. But how are we doing today? Experimenter, wow, you're first. Wow, welcome. But yeah, let me just get the game up. But last time on Radical Dreamers, we got the kid and the sunflower ending, and there's 3 different versions of that. So basically Serge and friends, or in this case Ambatukam and friends, encounter this sunflower with a funky looking face, and it turns out it was a mandrake, and like Kid pulled it out of its roots, so that kind of caused her to fuse with it. So the way to like defeat it and like get Kid back to normal was for like Serge, or I mean Ambatukam, to confess his love for her, or at least show love. So like there's 3 different endings for this. Ambatukam can the first one was like he could kiss her and then she's all back to normal. The other one, well, in case things go wrong, Majel used like this enchanted knife, like he put like this gem that could like basically suck in the soul of whoever gets stabbed. So if you stab her, she gets like stuck, trapped in that gem. And then the third one has Batukam, he gets stabbed instead because, like, Kid takes hold, and then, like, he gets trapped in there, and then Kid turns back to normal because he still manages to fit a kiss in there, but, like, then she's all sad. She's like, oh no, Batukam, I'm so sorry you sacrificed yourself. But, yeah, anyways, we'll get right into Radical Dreamers, see what ending that we get next. Hold on. I think there was something I was gonna do. I can't remember what, though. Oh, never mind. Let me make Batukam over here a little bigger. Actually, there's like a black bar there that doesn't need to be there. This is good. Hello, Chuck. How are we doing today? What's up? Palmu's new outfit VOD will have to wait. Yes. Alright. Oh, so I went back and did the Magil love confession ending again, so that's why there's 3 rats there. I need to get all the rats there so I can get my list complete. But I did go ahead and stopped right here, right to where Serge chooses to sleep or not. So for this next ending, we're supposed to go to sleep. So go to sleep. Batukam! Oi, Batukam! I'm talking to ya! My head jerked upward as I snapped back to consciousness. Idiot that I was, I'd managed to drift off. As I came back to my senses, I looked up to see the hulking shadow of Lynx's manor looming over us. Wakey, wakey, sleepyhead! We've got work to do! Her words had hardly reached me before she jumped onto the terrace and disappeared within. Wait up, kid! Flustered, I rushed after her. Okay, so we're still supposed to go to the study here, but this time we're gonna look at the paintings. A corridor stretched off to the left and right, blah blah blah, we know about this. Alright, where's our way in? Kid's casual comment settled our nerves. Magil quietly surveyed our surroundings. Meanwhile, I found myself distracted by how cold the sweat on my forehead felt. It was only when I reached to wipe the sweat from my brow and turned my head slightly that I happened to see it. Are we being ambushed? A soft glimmer of light. At least I thought that was what I saw. Excuse me. A gentle glow coming from a decorative window close to the ceiling. But as much as I strained my eyes to try and catch it again, I couldn't. Oi, Batukam! You'd better not be sleeping on the job. We'll leave you for the gods to find. Kid and Magil were already far down the passageway. How long had I been standing there? Yeah, I'm supposed to rush after Kid. You're good, you witnessed a party. Overheard from your mom that we wanted to invite... Yeah, we did want to invite you guys over to the flower fields, but yeah, my mom was like, oh, they have a party. So yeah. It's too bad, you could have seen the cool flowers. Yeah, that's what I did today. So, I went to more, flower fields. It was in Antelope Valley this time. And, it was pretty. Like, we kind of got there too early, so, like, the poppies were, like, you know, they weren't open yet, so, like, we had to wait a couple hours, I'd say, for them to open up. And once they did, we started taking pictures. And it was funny because, like, there were, like, 3 cosplayers that started, like, taking pictures somewhere. They even brought, like, a light thingy. I don't know. It's one of those, like, photographer tools. I don't remember what exactly it's called. I thought one of them was Miku because, like, they had a blue wig, but I learned from Ryan that, they were, like, some Genshin Impact characters. One of the guys looked like Shulk, but I think, obviously, they had to all be Get Shit Impact, characters, so... That was funny. They were just kind of there. But, I also saw, like, this dumping grounds that was, like, nearby. Someone, like, put a toilet and some mattresses there, and I took pictures. But then after that, I had some lunch at this Mexican restaurant. Very quiet. And, oh my god, like, I had, like, tamale and, tacos, and they were so good. I'd totally go back again. But that was my day. And then I, like, slept because, like, I woke up at, like, 5. So I slept most of the day once we got home. So for Chuck, you saw Finana's 3D debut and it was awesome. Also put in time to watch BRS again, but in English dub. Oh, well, cool. Well, sounds like a very eventful day. And hello Malachi, how we doing today? What's up? So, let's go left to the study. But yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it was a nice day. Got to see those flowers. Go to the side passage. You mostly slept all day? Yeah, I feel ya. I slept most of the afternoon, just as soon as I got home. But yeah, you definitely need your rest, especially like with COVID. How's that treating you so far? Kid gently pushed the door ajar and peeked into the room. The next thing I knew, she'd slipped inside. Magil and I followed. Looks like a study. The room was lit by the moonlight coming through the long, slender windows, slanting down in pale beams through the darkness. It was pretty big for a study, with an immaculate antique desk dominating the center. There were rows of bookshelves lined with thick, dusty old tomes. Yesterday you felt like crap, but today it's just a sore throat, but you're doing good for the most part. Okay, I'm glad to hear that it's like the better COVID. Yeah, cause I get scared hearing like the stories of people like, you know, having shortness of breath with their COVID. Thankfully, like I had the better COVID too. Like I just had fever, the sore throat and stuff. But yeah, I hope that you recover soon, because that's still no fun to deal with. Speaking of recovery, my voice is like totally back to normal now. I think those steroids and the cough syrup really helped. Although like I was kind of mucusy earlier, but I'm much better than I was before. Oh hey, and there's Jack. How we doing today? What's up? The moment you give up is when you lose your sense of taste. Right? Yeah, like I'm glad that I could still taste some food too. But yeah. Yeah, like I can't imagine. The wall to the rear of the room was decorated with paintings and shelves of vases and painted plates stood before it. They all seemed to be curios from foreign lands. So we're supposed to look at the paintings this time. I stood in front of one particularly prominent painting on the wall and examined it closely in the pale moonlight that shone through the window. It was an oil painting depicting a strange scene, the likes of which I'd never seen before. It showed an endless red desert stretching to the horizon. Above it hung a deep orange sky, presiding over a range of impossibly tall mountains. And though it didn't seem to be night, I could see stars. Were those stars? What was this landscape? It seemed completely out of this world, and the longer I looked at it, the more I experienced a strange sense of sadness. I felt like a lone fugitive in a foreign land. I realized then that Magil was standing behind me. Oh, sorry, Madge. I spaced out for a moment there. For a moment, I took Magil's piercing gaze as criticism for becoming so absorbed in a painting while we were deep in enemy territory. I was wrong. But yeah, you should definitely be better before AX, because if COVID lasts that long, I'd be very concerned. He stayed exactly where he was, his gaze fixed, even after I stepped away. I never had much of an idea what Magil was thinking, and tonight had been no different. Until now. Suddenly, I saw the contents of his mind laid as bare as if I'd opened up his head and peered inside. A fire burned within him. What? It was as if Maxwell's demon had given him a free pass on the second law of thermodynamics. At least we get to hear this bop again. No. It was as if all the free helium and hydrogen atoms around us had suddenly undergone thermonuclear fusion, and the resulting neutrinos could be observed roiling in a glass of water. That's how much he was on fire. His expression was as blank as it had ever been. But whatever flowed beneath it had clearly caused a massive jump in temperature. Right? Suddenly chemistry. The primal bop. Yeah, it is a primal bop. I love it. Yeah, feel that percussion. Ambatukam, if anything happens to me, I want you to take care of Kid. What the hell is that supposed to mean? But the question never reached my lips. The answer was clear enough. Sometimes a fire runs through a man's veins, and all he can do is launch into an epic battle he might not come back from. I finally found you. He was still staring at the painting. His gaze was so piercing it could have shot through the wall and impaled Cronus, the father of the heavens. It was clear to me that this red-hot intensity had been burning deep within him for a very long time, kept just barely below boiling point, trapped under his expressionless mask. until now. Your sister's over asking you to request peaches and yeah, I did do that the other day. Yeah, tell her to look at the VOD. But yeah, I'm glad that was requested. That's such a legendary song and I'm honored. I'm honored that I could cover it for one of the streams. Guys? You alright? You both seem kinda worked up, said Kid cautiously. The throbbing veins of our temples carrying hot blood to our pounding, manly hearts had illuminated our surroundings with the blue glow of a Cherenkov reaction. Why is it all chemistry now? Horizontal stripes of light in a sort of pastel indigo shade pulsed violently across the background behind her, and the left half of her face, and a gigantic 2-inch bead of sweat was trickling down her cheek. Pah! What was the point in trying to explain? She'd never understand what it means to be a man. A real man, with the uncontrollable urge to drench himself in the blood of battle. What is this? Are they being taken over by kanji or something? Don't you see, kid? Majel is about to face his ultimate enemy. If you know what it means to be a warrior's wife, wish him farewell with a smile, even if it hurts to do so. Crack! Oof! That enough to bring you back down to earth, big man? Or should I aim a little lower? Huh? What was I doing? You had to admire Kid's dedication. In order to wake me up from my testosterone-fueled reverie, she carefully undone the laces of one of her boots, taken it off, neatly put it to one side, and then axe-kicked me in the head with her heel of steel. So what's got Majel all worked up? I'm not sure. I guess it must have something to do with Lynx. As soon as we came in here and he saw that painting. Hot blood was pumping from my forehead at 50 cc per second. I pointed a wavering finger at the oil painting of the desert. What? What about the bloody painting? She clearly hadn't enjoyed my spaced-out excuse for an answer. She picked me up by my collar, a look of bewilderment and frustration on her face. Majel was still standing in front of the painting, bathed in a blaze of blue fire. A blaze blue. Excuse me. The stream I did Peaches on was, it was the last Metal Gear Solid 3 one. Yeah, oh yeah, I just uploaded the VOD on YouTube, so it should be there. It's the... What did I call it? I forgot what I called it. I think it was, the Blaze Up the Toaster one. Something like that. And then, amid the flames, I saw a pattern starting to form on the back of his tightly clenched fist. It was some kind of symbol. A slanted broadsword overlaid by the letters S and P, all in blue. My friends, we have no more need of keys. Well, you're welcome. Always glad to supply you with the informazione you need. Having discovered who Lynx really is, I feel no reluctance in unleashing the Hand's true power. May its searing blue flames guide our way. I'm sorry, the Hand? No, I don't want to hear the Joe jokes. What? What the? Why is there an emote? What? I don't know what you're on about at the best of times, mate. But that was just gibberish. And on that bombshell, we decided to leave the study. You were just about to make a Joe joke too. Yeah, I see you. I see you Joe jokers out there. Alright, so apparently I'm supposed to go to the treasure room now. I don't know if I need the key or what, but we'll find out. Where was the treasure room again? I think it was in the right. Okay, so go this way. Keep following the corridor. Now she's watching the karaoke. Good. Now she could see. Alright, continue on. Uh-huh. Well, this door is clearly meant to keep something safe. If there ain't some kind of treasure behind it, my name ain't Kid. I can't read today. Yep, that's the smell of cold, hard cash, alright. She muttered to herself as she began to inspect the door more closely. That was a weird side story part, right? Yeah, I just freaked out, got all manly looking at the painting, and then everyone's just fine. But yeah, I guess we'll find out more in the treasure room. Foosh! Okay, maybe foolish was an understatement. Okay, I'm glad we didn't have to find the key for this, but okay. The moment Magel's glowing hand touched the door handle, it and most of the door immediately disappeared, as if he just popped the filmy surface of a soap bubble. Strike a light! If you could do that this whole bloody time, why didn't you do it sooner? Kid pouted grumpily as she slipped through the hole and into the vault. I made to follow after her. The edges of the huge hole Magel had made in the door were smooth and clean, as if it had been made with an impossibly sharp blade, and it had left not a single speck of debris on the ground. She's dancing to it? Oh, well, I'm glad she's enjoying it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a groove, sure. Before you ask, I have no idea where it all went, said Magel as if reading my mind. I braced my hands on either side of the opening and followed after Kid. As I entered, she moved further into the room. Struth, get a load of this! As our eyes grew accustomed to the darkness, we saw that we were surrounded by priceless treasures and works of art. Who's saying this? I'm guessing that's Magel saying that. That's a statue of the hero Kafel from planet Tarast, and they're a stuffed Saturday... I can't read today, what the heck? A stuffed Saturnian Dermophos, a grey lens, a Tochukasu Trifid, a Lifemaker nameplate, some Klendathu royal jelly, an angel crystal, and that one that resembles a gravestone crossed with a Swiss army knife is a Zolan blue stone. Jeez, Madge, how many people are even going to get all those references? I started to feel dizzy. If you have any complaints about how we've handled the source material, you can send them right here, said Kid cheerfully with a forced grin. She deadass singing it to the cat. Oh, she's serenading it. She was addressing the camera directly and pointing at her butt. What the hell? I like these fourth wall breaks. What is happening? Kid, look at the monitor. The subtitles are in the wrong order. Frustrated, Magel turned down the fader for his microphone before sighing incredulously. I realized then that I could hear the director berating the vision mixer near the relay van. Oh my god. Klendathu. Google says it's a Starship Troopers reference. I see. Yeah, like... I'm getting, like, sci-fi vibes from this ending here. What? Great. Now they've got an excuse to cut our pay. As I stood there sinking into despair, Kid came and shook my shoulder. And then I noticed a red glow like a heat haze coming from something standing between the sheet of Ideonite that the increasingly flustered floor director seemed to have knocked over in the Clare Bible. The frozen flame, I whispered, then gulped. There, on a pedestal that looked like it would be pretty difficult to make a 3D model of, floated a jewel that looked like it would be pretty easy to render in a few simple polygons, gently turning and giving off a red glow. They're just like going non-stop with this. Stop! It's too dangerous! Kid had reached out for the frozen flame, only for Magel to grab her wrist with his glowing hand. The red jewel instantly vanished into thin air. I think the only thing in here that's dangerous here is your door-popping magic hand, Madge. Kid stepped back while Magel proceeded to use said hand to hack away at the pedestal. Was that a fart? No. No, it was a push, or however the game wants to describe it. You have memes, don't have to watch them now if I need to finish something right now. Okay, well, thank you for the heads up. Okay, well, alright. I appreciate you waited. Here, I'll go ahead and get the overlay up. I'll leave you in suspense. Oh, right, I have to readjust this. There we go. Okay, get the game to shut up. Excuse me.
You like that?
The crystal reminds you of Chromastone from Ben 10.
Any other hat?
Yeah, right?
I like this hat.
Oh!
You know, there's plenty other hats out there. You sure you just like that hat?
This hat I like.
We'll see about that.
Wait. Why do I feel like I've seen this before? But speaking of Ben 10, I don't remember if I mentioned, but I've been watching Ben 10 Alien Force because, like, Anthony recently let me add an account on his HBO Max, so I've just been watching Alien Force. I'm almost done with season 1. But yeah, like I just watched the episode where they meet the big green aliens, the baby in the family. But I like the previous one, like they had like Simeon, the spider monkey race, and like they go on the moon and they have like spacesuits with like, you know, extra arms because like the spider monkeys, they have like 4 arms. And like Kevin's just like wearing them and he's like, what do we do with the extra arms? And then Ben's like, oh, you know what they do with the extra arms. Girls, like, I don't know. He said this line. I can't remember what it was. I swear to God it was an innuendo, though. He had this, like, shit-eating look. But yeah, I'm only watching because, well, you know, Yuri Lowenthal. So I'm like, all I can hear is Yosuke. So Simeon's voiced by Batman from Brave and the Bold. Ah, interesting. Okay. Anyways, I'll go on with the memes.
What? Rada? Do you know what this means, man? You're not getting your delivery of potatoes? No! Worse than that! Your wife is gonna kill you when she finds out you spent all the money? Even worse than that! Even worse than... I give up what? No money means no animation!
Nice. I miss Chowder.
No, nigga.
Oh my god.
No.
He really is Kendrick!
No!
Damn.
No!
Yeah, if anyone's gonna do the Kendrick note, it would definitely be Shinjiro. Jesus Christ.
We only have a 30-second window. You know the plan.
I know, that threw me off. I'm like, I didn't put Kendrick on.
He jumped!
Nagisa, let me copy your homework.
What? Hell no! Why should I do that?
Well, you always get straight A's.
Yeah, because I do the work. You think I'm going to community college? Fuck out of here.
Come on, please.
And why don't you have your assignment done?
I forgot to do the reading last night.
You always forget. In fact, when's the last time you read anything?
Well, actually, I read
Okay,
it.
the Mandalorian fanfiction does not count.
Then I don't remember.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. Just get to class, idiot. If we're late, Miho's gonna make us knife fight for everyone's enjoyment again.
It takes all colors to make
Oh,
a rainbow,
fine sauce.
except black.
There's no black in a rainbow. God, I fucking love Vinny's Super Mario Brothers show dubs. You're late? That's what you get for being engrossed with Miku Project Diva F? Yeah, how dare you be late? Nah, just kidding. But you only missed like a few story and now we're here with memes. But how we doing today, Anthony? What's up?
Would you like some cheese?
Did you just offer me cheese?
Yes, I did.
I'd love some cheese, thank you.
What in God's name are you doing? Back off, you crazy bitch!
Please give me huggy wuggies.
Oh god.
What are you saying?
Pounces on you.
How could this happen to me?
I'm Yusuke.
Got no haircut.
Var, X3. What's this? A wall? Notices your bulge.
We could stop.
Look to
I
here.
wish I stayed home and played the new Call of Duty. This is so not cash money!
Yeah, I'm definitely Yusuke.
And then Oscar falls in love with her. And he carries her across a field and they love each
Excuse
other
me.
so much.
That's so great.
It's the most beautiful story, Bo.
Can we go to sleep now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Well, those are our memes. I didn't expect Kendrick. That was a pleasant surprise. Alright. So... Oh yeah, so my dad's watching Ben 10 Alien Force with me. So like, he's enjoying it too. He really likes the Paradox guy because like, he's like Doctor Who, the Doctor. But... and like... I still can't get over the fucking Ben 10 Impreg episode. My dad picked up on it as soon as he like started craving those pickles. He's like, what is he, pregnant? And then like he lays the eggs and we're like, oh my god. But yeah, Alien Force is good. I'm sad that I didn't like watch all the episodes back when they released. I only watched whatever I could catch if I happened to like be watching. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. You're a bit annoyed with P4D's story. The notes are just so slow. Right? Yeah. They're like ridiculously slow. So, like, and that's just normal mode, so I can only imagine how easy mode goes. Your ex said Naoto looks scary when her eyes are wide open, so there's that. Oh. I see. Well, anyways, Kid stepped back while Magil proceeded to use said hand to hack away at the pedestal. It was hollow, and inside it was... the assistant director! He was using one hand to turn the device that made the frozen flame rotate, and the other to flick the switch of a flashlight covered with a transparent red plastic sheet. He looked at us sheepishly. The tally lights of the cameras hadn't followed us, so he didn't try to make a run for it. So this frozen flame is merely a prop for these people to use? Magil made his pronouncement in a significant sounding voice, but Kid was already distracted by something else. Oh, that was Magil speaking, okay. Oh, you sneaky little rat! Where's the real frozen flame? Leave him, Kid. A lowly assistant director wouldn't know the first thing about something so important. You just realized you low-key gave me shortcut in case I need to know? Oh yeah, if I need to open it up, so thank you. The man gave Kid an impotent, sycophantic smile, which she responded to by seizing him by the scruff of the neck. Magil quickly intervened to separate the two. With a cry of, "Thanks guys, see you tomorrow!" the assistant director fled the scene. The real flame must be somewhere else. Magil tried to sound authoritative while awkwardly holding up the side of the prop he'd ruined. I should warn you, Kid, it's likely to be very different from what you're expecting. We left the room thanking each and every one of the gods that all that ridiculous business with the film crew was finally over. Or is it? Wait, so is that it? Or hold on. Okay, hold on. There's definitely more to this. So, go to the clock tower. Alright. You were debating on whether or not you should do the zoom effect with each no. That would have been funny too, but it's still good. Let's go back to the terrace so we can go in the clock tower. This is so weird. These writers never cease to amuse me. In we go. Kid stilled her breath and reached for the handle. The door wasn't locked. It swung slowly open. What's this room supposed to be? Place is a dump. Kid had poked her head in through the door, taking a quick peek to see if there was anyone inside, and was disappointed by what she found. Hello, Hasbula. I am fine. How are you doing today? The room was large and littered with peculiar-looking machinery and knickknacks, all of which were covered in dust, and had seemingly been dumped there haphazardly. Everything looked like it had been there rusting for a very long time. The ends of the room were completely dark, and it was impossible to tell just how big it was, or even what the walls and floor looked like. You're a dandy? Are you perhaps Space Dandy? No, but cool. Glad to hear. It seemed the manor's inhabitants had turned the old clock tower into a makeshift storage space some time ago. I stepped warily inside. I didn't know what the sensation was at first, but the further I went into the room, the more I felt it. A profound uneasiness. What's that sound? Kid noticed it first. And what a strange sound it was. It was a low, intermittent hum, just quiet enough that I wasn't sure if I was hearing it or feeling it, and it was coming from up ahead. It was cold, flat, unfeeling, and unlike anything I'd heard before. Kid seemed fascinated by its strangeness. She ventured further and further into the room. Over here! She'd gone all the way to the back of the room, back to where there was no light from the hallway, nor moonlight from the window. But it wasn't entirely dark. What? There were little lights like fireflies blinking on and off. You would not believe your eyes! But unlike fireflies, there weren't just green ones. There were red, blue, and orange ones. And all the other colors. Except black. Because there's no black in a rainbow. I still can't get over that fucking line. I'm not sure how to explain the thing that all the lights were stuck to. Compared to the rusty pieces of junk closer to the door, it had an otherworldliness that gave me goosebumps. As my eyes grew used to the light, I saw that there were other similar objects in the room. They stretched from floor to ceiling. Blah, Ike! Yeah, blah blah Ike. I can't wait to see what other shenanigans Ike is gonna get up to in Shadow of Destiny. I'm really liking that game. Like, again, thank you for, like, linking it. I like that we're all just kind of engrossed with Shadow of Destiny. I'm just seeing you guys picking up on, like, the game too, and I'm just like, yes, this is good. Yeah, it was as if the entire back half of the room was one gigantic machine. What's Link's doing with all this stuff? I wondered. And then I remembered the uncanny feeling I had when I saw the painting in the study. I didn't want to admit it, but this feeling was similar. I couldn't put my finger on how, though. Oh no, don't go all manly on us. Again. It was the same blazing intensity that had taken hold of Magil when he saw it, and still had a hold of him, now that I mention it. Yeah, Shadow of Destiny is suspenseful, I agree. Yeah, I love the ride so far. I really can't wait to see, like, what's up with Dana now that we're focusing on her. The game's different for everyone. It's interesting to see what people find in the game. Right? Yeah, just like hearing, like, the different endings that you guys got. And I'm just like... that's the cool thing about these games with different endings. You get so many possibilities. Oi, Ambatukam! What are you still doing over there? We found something! Excuse me. I hadn't noticed that I'd been left all alone amid all the strange contraptions. I hurried over to Kid and Magil. Kid had found something that looked like another gigantic box. This one was just slightly taller than Magil. That's why you like Bioshock. Okay. I remember I had this friend who, like, it just kind of became a running joke. He's like, oh, you're gonna play Bioshock next, right? I don't know, though. Like, it seems like a cool game. I'm just... I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get to it. We'll see. And there was a set of double doors on the front of it. Bugger. Sorry. False alarm. It's just a bloody fridge. It's a fridge? She was right. It did look like one. Which begged the question of why she'd called me over so excitedly. Kid, you can't just say fridge. They haven't been invented yet. Oh, what? Snap and Magil cutting me off entirely. He beat me to it. You like games with different endings like Telltale or Catherine. Yeah, see? Yeah. It like, increases replayability, too. Huh, fine. Let's just ignore it. It ain't worth much anyway. She gave it a derisory kick and turned away. The moment she kicked the box, it got up on both legs and began emitting a shrill noise. What have you done? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of getting like, medieval vibes from them, I guess? Or maybe like a little bit after that. I'm guessing that's the time period they're supposed to be in. Any plans for a Telltale stream? I don't know. Honestly, I haven't really heard much of it, so, you know, my backlog's huge anyways, so I don't know. Only time will tell. But yeah, this noise, hold on, I'm gonna stop this noise. At the same time, the low, quiet hum became louder, turning into a loud whirring. Two impossibly powerful-looking arms emerged from both sides of the box, and then a cuboid head popped out from the top. It had two big round eyes and a gigantic mouth, with what appeared to be a row of clenched teeth. I'm glad that the beeping is over. I didn't want this to be another Chopper-kun incident. On top of the head was a ribbon-shaped parabolic antenna that spun steadily round and round, right round. Oh, that's Kid. Kid fell to the floor laughing at how utterly anachronistic this new arrival was. And I think we've been worried about fridges not having been invented yet. You just got back from your dad's? Oh, hello, how was that? How we doing today, Jacob? You just missed a bunch of fourth wall breaking. Well, it's still going on, kinda, yeah. Seemingly offended, the box-like machine, okay, robot, flung open the doors on his chest, revealing two thick, menacing-looking cylinders. You played Inscription. Oh, I see. You got him to play that. Alright, well, cool. Sounds fun. But yeah, basically, we, went to the study and looked at the paintings, and then Magil and Serge got all, ooh, testosterone-y, real men, blah blah. And then everything went back to normal, and then we saw the assistant director of the game in the treasure room, and now we're here, maybe fighting this robot? You got some P3P gameplay today. Just have 5 more social links to complete. Hey, nice progress. I'm a dad. Okay, there were Gatling guns. Each was flanked by a set of 3 gears, all daubed in primary colors. The gears started to turn, and the robot- beep boop beep, reload! Oh my god. Kid was laughing so much as she ran around in circles trying to avoid the bullets that she'd worked herself up into a choking fit. Just all the girls in your party and the fat kid. Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, I know. I hope we don't get any more seizures. Kid, Ambatukam, get down! A sonorous voice resonated through the gunfire. Aha! The limited edition Mars Marauder! My nemesis of so many Christmases ago! I know your weakness all too well, old friend. What? Oh, that's Magil. Magil leapt up high, nearly touching the ceiling, then struck with a blow that could have crushed boulders. With a single strike, the battery compartment holds 2 size C batteries on the robot's back was shattered. Mrs. Obama, get down! Are you alright? Came his dulcet tones as he landed gracefully. He was, of course, still burning up on the inside. Burning up for you, baby! I think I've literally split me sides! Kid was crouched on the ground, clutching her stomach and still giggling, but she didn't seem hurt. I was also fine, by the way. It doesn't look like there's anything left for us here. Let's look elsewhere. Magil stopped mid-sentence and arched his eyebrows. I don't know why he's burning up on the inside. They didn't really explain that yet. He walked over to the robot's remains, plucked a curious white object from within them, and stuffed it into his pocket. What was that? Oh, just something that might come in handy. I had no idea what he was talking about. Well, shall we? Magil seemed suspiciously cheerful, but I decided to leave it for now. And yet, I couldn't help but wonder. What was that strange mechanical doll? Yeah, I know it was a robot, but can we try to play along with this whole historical accuracy thing for just 1 minute? And what had it been doing in Lynx's manor? What had Magil called it? The Mars Marauder? And what was going on with him exactly? There was something different about him. I'd never seen him cheerful before, let alone incandescent, which he still very much was, by the way. It was probably a bit late to ask, but just who was he really? And what was his connection with Lynx? Pulled along by these frankly paper-thin mysteries, the story charged inexorably toward its inevitable conclusion, like a train whose driver had made a quick exit from the window. If only I could be so grossly incandescent, right? If you want to reset and play a different scenario, now's your chance. What? Hold up, okay, go down the stairs outside the study in the main hall. Okay. Alright, we're going back again. Yeah, very meta. That's what this ending is. Yeah. Down the stairs. What? No, make the noises stop. I don't want them back. A shimmering curtain of light appeared around us, blocking our way. I didn't know what the light was, but considering where we were, it was a safe bet that it was far from harmless. Hey, Madge, you reckon you can break that ball thingy with your magic? Yeah, the speed! Kid was talking about the source of the light, a round object that appeared to be carved into the floor. A circular channel ran around it at a distance, through which light pulsed rapidly, giving rise to the curtain above. No, please, I don't want any more seizures. Was this one of the defensive magical sigils I'd heard rumors about? What's the holdup? Just make it explode, will ya? We ain't come across a gizmo you couldn't blow up yet. Magil ignored her. He just stood there, eyeing the magic circle intently, and making no attempt to cast a spell. Oi, Madge, you listening to me? Oh, thank God. Kid narrowed her eyes, then crept up to him, readying the most brutal weapon she had in her possession. Her right elbow. I have not seen any of the actually explicit Dreamy Bull vids, no. I'm not sure if they're still available, because I remember... Or someone's probably re-uploaded them, but, like, he made a tweet, like, saying that he'd delete all of his content, you know, as a response to all the Ambatukam memes. But yeah, I feel like there should be some like kind of out there. I just haven't bothered to check. But then... Is that a little bunny? What? As soon as she saw what Magil had retrieved from his pocket, Kid's eyes shone with delight and wonder, and her eyebrows jumped up like two surprised caterpillars. But yeah, the Dreamy Bowl thing, yeah, so like, I think that was like, maybe last year or like the beginning of the year. I don't remember, but yeah. His videos, he said he would like take them down. Yes. Well, actually, it's a kind of replica of a creature known as the Lesser Martian Bunny Bun Bun. Let's just call it a toy bunny. Can we stop with the noises? Magil was deadly serious. Meanwhile, Kid's eyes appeared to have been replaced with giant throbbing heart symbols. No! And then he thrust his hand up the bunny's backside. At this point, I should probably mention that the toy was a puppet. Yes, please, because I don't want... Kid's gone full anime. But yeah, Dreamy Bull deleted his vids. That's not what I need to bust, right? It's too bad because I'm a little curious too. Next thing you know, Helicopter-kun, guess who's back? Back again. No thank you. So, what are you going to do with this Lesser Bunny Bun Bun? Kid had clearly suffered a critical hit to her mental faculties, so it was left to me to ask the question. Oh, it was me. I tried to do so as casually as I could manage. It dawned on me that this must be the object Magil had pulled from the wreckage of the robot earlier on. Anyway, as you've probably forgotten by now, Magil had been gloriously fired up since seeing the painting in the study, and the inferno was still raging within him, which meant that it was probably best not to provoke him. And I just made a blunder. You mean Lesser Martian Bunny Bun Bun. Right, the Lesser Martian Bunny Bun Bun. Good boy. He nodded solemnly like a philosophy professor who just related some great mystery of life. Anyway, now that's settled, let's move on. He turned his back to me, facing the magic circle once more. Wait, what do you mean, now that's settled? We didn't settle anything! I demanded, inwardly. Klaatu barada nikto. Completely ignoring my obvious frustration, Magil began to recite a strange spell, twisting the bunny. Sorry, the Lesser Martian Bunny Bun Bun, into all kinds of peculiar poses. Oh, good. The bunny dance seemed to have an effect, and the curtain of light faded a little. Evil Dead reference. Oh, okay. Yeah, they've been, like, throwing, like, references all over the place this ending. They had, like, a Starship Troopers one earlier. Leaving me to wonder if anything was ever going to make sense again. Ambatukam. Magil turned to face Kid and myself. Staring me solemnly in the eye, he thrust the bunny... sorry. The Lesser Martian Bunny Bun Bun into my hands. You wonder if they say Klaatu Barada Nikto in the OG Japanese too. I'm not sure. Maybe. I'm leaving this in your care. You'll know when to use it. And how exactly am I supposed to use it, Madge? Yeah, I don't know. Something tells me it still references, like, the other stuff. Yeah, they probably have everything written out in katakana or something, but who knows? The light ain't completely gone. You sure it's safe? Asked Kid. At some point, she'd snapped out of the bunny's spell. And she was right. The magic circle seemed to still be in effect. Excuse you, Ambatukam. It's the... What was it? The Lesser Martian Bunny Bun Bun? The point of the curtain of light is not to keep things out, but rather to keep an even more dangerous light in. It would be risky to weaken it any further. A dangerous light? Then what are we doing hanging around right next to it? Fear not. The toy we found has the ability to nullify its effects. That's why it's essential for handling the frozen flame. Well, I had no idea what he was talking about. Anyway, we passed safely through the barrier of light, and eventually arrived at a large door, which we opened. You bought Mato Anomalies on Friday. It's sort of like a P5 clone with a hint of Cyberpunk 2077 set in Shanghai. Well, that sounds interesting. Something felt off. Fine. Even more off. We had found ourselves in a very strange place indeed. It wasn't that it was bad or wrong, it was just, like I say, strange. Stranger than anything I'd ever felt before. It felt like going to a shop in a foreign country and buying a pack of 12 crayons, only to find that it had too many purple ones and not any blue ones. Something like that.
That's an impressive cock, Joker.
So, you've finally arrived, you flea-bitten monkeys. A shape towered over us to the left, like the figurehead of a boat made hideous with bits of metal and throbbing veins. It was Lord Lynx. And with him was a giant crystal that gave off a pulsing red light. So this was the frozen flame.
Lynx! Finally showed ya, ugly mug, huh? Kept us waiting long enough.
Kept you waiting, huh? Kid glared at him with a bestial sneer. Excuse me.
I'll make you pay for everything you've done.
She shouted, then ran straight for him. Or maybe she ran then shouted. I don't know. Yosuke to you.
Your cock's amazing, partner.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, she charged at Lynx like a rubber band fired from a finger gun. Ah, kid! Like a film reel playing backwards, she was thrown away from Lynx as forcefully as she'd run toward him. I rushed over and helped her back to her feet. Foolish primitive apes. This room is filled with devices designed solely for the purpose of protecting me. Devices so sophisticated your tiny brains could barely comprehend them. You'll never lay a finger on me, even if you spend the rest of your pathetic lives trying. Hey kid, is your last name Rock? Hahaha. Oh, but speaking of Yosuke and Cox, so I finally put the Yosuke sneak fic on the NSFW Horny Jail channel. So if anyone's interested in looking at that, it's there. I do plan on adding more to it, but I don't know when that'll be, but it's there. Everything that I have is there. Perfectly edited. Kid Icarus, no. The what? The AI dungeon fic with the funny math lines. You'll check it out after stream? Good. But yeah, there's a lot there, so there's a lot of content. I hope you enjoy. Clearly pleased with his little speech, Lynx broke into a cackle. But much as it pained me to admit it, he was right. We weren't getting anywhere near him. You're unusually quiet, street rat. What's the matter? Lost your nerve? I'd been desperately racking my brains for some kind of cool comeback, but he was clearly on a villainous roll. The face cam is people reacting to this chat. Yeah, and that's Yosuke when he Ambatukam. Yeah, exactly, more ways than one. Not for long though. His face twisted with horror as he looked up toward the warped lines of the ceiling. Bzzzt. Bling, 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 danga, meow, meow. What? Was that? A guitar? What? You don't think you could handle Dreamy Bull Yosuke? Now I kind of want to see someone put a wig on him. I'm about to blow. Yosuke when he gets a Nurse magazine. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. This might just be what I need to bust. It might just be what I need to bust. Cause I'm bussin'. I'm bussin'. Exaggerated focus lines like those drawn by a comic book artist's pen appeared in the air behind Lynx. I followed them to see an imposing figure floating in front of a stained glass window. Yeah, if I ever had sex with Dreamy Bull Yosuke, I would die laughing. Yeah, can you imagine though? Like, I don't know how people like find that sexy. I just... I'm about to blow! Oh yeah, this is definitely a joke route. So, I'm assuming the rest of the extra endings we're getting are all joke routes, because, like, we've been getting nothing but, like, hilarity. Well, except for when Kid or Surge died in that last one we did, but to get to this one, we had to go to sleep, follow Kid, go to the study, look at the paintings, and then go on from there. Teddy dressing as Nurse. Hey, Yosuke! What the fuck? Looks at his dick. Do not rise, stop! No, I don't want to think about that. It was Magil. What? How'd he get up there? He had an amp and a guitar, which he was cradling to his chest as he strummed away with a look of rapt concentration. He was a picture in- No! Double denim, his jacket dotted with studs, and a pair of enormous goggles. He really had nailed the look. Except for one thing. The fox mask that sat at a jaunty angle on the side of his head was completely out of keeping with the rest of the outfit. Oh, that's a Yusuke look. Well, I don't think he'd ever wear double denim though. I think he has higher standards than that. Do not re-say. Right? Yeah, you were thinking Inari too. But yeah, Magis be rocking out here. Magil? What the bloody hell are you doing? Yelled Kid, who seemed to be on the verge of losing her mind. He didn't seem much affected though, and kept on playing his guitar. Naoto to cross-dressing Teddy. Rise, my glorious creation. Excuse me. Then, the transformation happened. Ah! Ah! Oh, hold on. Wait. Double denim? Double denim? Magil? Seriously? Oh, wait. Here, for the double denim, I'll even though no one said it, I'm gonna say it here.
Seriously?
Oh wait, hold on, I have to put the desktop audio up too.
Feel that mighty wind!
Feel that mighty wind.
That was truly cringeworthy.
Yeah, me at the double denim. Anyways. Stop it! Make it stop! Screeched Lynx, clutching his head. Ha ha ha! It seems good old escalator to paradise is having the desired effect. Don't tell me. All your awkward high school memories are flooding back! Magil tossed his head back and laughed some more. Wait a second. Escalator to paradise? That totally not a Loop Zoop reference. Lynx thrashed and wailed amid the painstakingly produced feedback of Magil's guitar. His face went greener and greener, and then finally ballooned up like a cream puff. No, I don't want to remember the cringy hentai. Damn, I can't believe Lynx watched the hentais. At the same time, cracks spread across his body, and all of a sudden it broke apart to reveal a massive slender tentacles. Ooh, okay. Wow, okay, yeah, I guess he really did watch hentai. Vomit now. Ah, that's gross! What the hell is he? Beats me. Don't give me the usual awkward laugh and hope it goes away rubbish, you useless bloody sook. That stare. She could see right through me. Well, I can't do everything, right? I mean, I've got a role I have to stick with, and, you know, I have to do all the narration, too. Yeah, I know you were joking about the hentai, but still, that was perfect timing. Suddenly, I was cut off by a dramatic sound effect. While Kid and I were busy bickering, Lynx had completely transformed. Whoa. Does it have a mustache? He looked like an enormous cartoon octopus. So we meet at last, Ulu Rulu Martian Mega Mage. Yeah, squeeze me? Come quietly or I'll have to use force. You know, I feel like this game is just a shitpost at this point. Like, all the extra endings, it's just been nothing but shitposts. So saying, Magil leapt nimbly down from the stained glass window with a heroic flourish. Sorry, kid. Lynx here, Ulu Rulu, rather, is mine. I've been chasing this H-class intergalactic felon for 500 years now. What? 500 years? What the hell are you on about? I'm sorry I've had to hide this from you all this time. But my real name is Whammy Bar Star Spangle. I'm with the Space Police. Imagine the Japanese trying to pronounce Ulu Rulu. Yeah, right? They'd be like, Uru. Oh. It's funnier to say that way. I'm here to serve and protect with the power of rock and roll. To punctuate his big reveal, Magil, it'll be shorter if I use his old name. adopted a theatrical pose before frantically changing into a snazzy metallic suit. They clearly called him Spangle Star for a reason. Sorry, Star Spangle. How do they know which ones to translate to R and which to L? You know, that's a very good question. Remember, Radical Dreamers came up before Chrono Cross, so this story fits with the Chrono Cross ending we got. You know what, you're right, but I'd much rather have this ending than whatever the fuck we got. Your stand be like, yeah. Silhouetted by the moonlight, his leg hairs glisten impressively in the gloom as he frantically struggled to pull on his crime-fighting outfit. There, I'm ready for action. What if it's like a Speedo? Yeah, that's why he's showing his leg hairs, huh? Whammy bar Star Spangle. Having finally finished his- what? Oh, having finally finished his mid-act costume change, Magil moved in on Octolinks. Oh, I thought we were gonna see, like, leg hairs. Okay. In case you were wondering what Lynx was doing this whole time, he was biding his time in a sportsman-like manner, proudly rattling off a list of his greatest crimes and evil deeds. He was an evil alien mastermind now, remember, so he had certain rules to stick to. Magil's true identity is multiple choice, right? Whammy bar Star Spangle. I knew this day would come. It's your fault that I had to flee Mars and crash land in this primitive backwater. Do you realize what I had to do to survive? I ate my ship's seats and luggage. I even sliced up the driver's seat floor mat and boiled it. And here I was, having struggled for so many years to finally be able to repair my ship's fusion reactor and get it ready to fly again, only for you to show up on the same damn day. Lynx thrust out an arm to point at the frozen flame behind him. Or a tentacle. I don't know that much about octopuses, okay? His true identity is John Cena! I knew it. The so-called frozen flame is in fact an Acme Mars Cyclone Crystal Fusion Reactor. Well, Ulu Rulu, I hate to break it to you, but your hard work was all for nothing. I'm going to smash that reactor to smithereens. A flash of light glinted impressively across Magil's mask, followed by a really cool blue pulse across his armor. Fool! I am the Archmage of the Martian Empire. Do you really think that engine repairs are all that kept me occupied this past 500 years? Lynx produced a gun-like device which he had conveniently stowed away somewhere. Oh my god, then turned it on himself and fired a psychedelic ray of light. Somewhere I heard the sound of grinding gears, and then he suddenly ballooned to an enormous size. Had he been measured on the International Displacement Scale of megaships, he would easily have exceeded 10,000 tons. Don't just stand there gawping, Magil! Call down the Space Police mothership! Kid was way beyond the point where this stuff phased her in the slightest. She played along beautifully. Wake up, babe, new Space Dandy episode just dropped, right? Yeah, this really do feel like a Space Dandy episode. There isn't one. Oh. Kid and I made the same disappointed exhalation at the same time. I'd have used a smaller character size if only the font allowed it. Does that mean we're in trouble? Big trouble. I didn't expect you'd have a gigantifying beam handy. What's the matter, Whammy Bar Jam Jangle? Why aren't you going to smash my reactor to smithereens? The walls around us cracked and started to collapse as the giant Octolynx cackled and reveled in his apparent victory. Love the randomness of a Space Dandy episode, right? Like, you never know what you're gonna expect next. It makes things fun. Wait, wasn't the reactor going to get smashed anyway if the whole manor came down? Looks like it's do or die. Ambatukam, I'll be the decoy while you... Magil was interrupted by a giant battle axe flying into the back of his head. Ouch. Embedding itself at an 86-degree angle with an almighty thunk. I did not get to the Johnny episode yet, but I'll let you know. Madge! Madge, can you hear me? Stay with us! Oh, that's me. In a panic, I shook his body. This was bad news. If he died on us now, we were toast. You saw Renfield today. Oh, nice. How was that? It features Nick Cage as Dracula. Oh, that's right, yeah. That's right, I remember the commercial. I know, I saw that, I'm like, hey, that's Nick Cage. Yeah, it looks funny. It was good? Okay. Glad you enjoyed them. You recommend. Okay. If I ever get to it, I'll watch. White smoke rushed from his head as he lay there stunned. It didn't look like he'd be making a comeback anytime soon. I reckon it's time we skedaddled, said Kid. She clearly wasn't messing around. We should take a straw poll on what outlandish things could happen next in this route. This is super wild. I would, except I don't even know what options to make. Everyone just like throw your ideas in time to take a persona. Cause I don't know what to expect next either. Dear chat, tell me your favorite Nick Cage movie. Yeah, Vampire's Kiss was a good one. I don't know, I still have a soft spot for Connor and I blame Homestuck. Put the bunny back in the box. But yeah, I don't know. There. Oh, but Face Off was also really good too. Yeah, Face Off. Like we added that to the movie wheel, so I hope that it lands on it someday. All good choices, right? Yeah. Nick Cage had some very entertaining movies. If they mention the PlayStation or Super Nintendo by name, you'll flip out. I know, really. Your favorite's probably Ghost Rider, not just saying because of Marvel. Yeah, you know what? I never expected Nick to like play someone like Johnny, but he makes it work. Yes, I love the scene in Face Off where he dresses up as a pastor. That's so funny. It's a great way to start off the movie. The fucking face he makes when he does the thing. Yeah, Leaving Las Vegas, Wild at Heart, and Moonstruck are also all very good too. Yes. Skedaddle? Carrying Magil? Nah, leave him. He would have wanted us to get away safe instead of suffering a horrible death together. Probably. Guys! I want to hear that line again. The first movie you've seen with him is Ant Bully. Most of you probably don't remember, huh? I don't remember. Yeah. Maybe. It sounds vaguely familiar, though. Kid sure could be savage at times. No, you won't make it. The metallic fingers of Magil's spangled gauntlet grabbed my ankle from behind. Let's not get into details about why I was already facing away from him. Excuse me. Use it. Excuse me, the replica of the lesser Martian bunny bud. Excuse me. He's the second actor to be Superman and Spider-Man. Right! Which is whack. The first being Yuri Lowenthal, of course. The man. Oh, right, the MacGuffin! How could I have forgotten about that strange bunny that he conveniently and quite conspicuously given to me earlier in a completely predictable development? The question was, what the hell was I supposed to do with it? Ambatukam, please, use it to protect Kid. Oh crap, he's about to die. My eyebrows fixed into a rueful arch. I turned to face Lynx. Ambatukam, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. Go, Ambatukam! Oh, is that Kid? I imagined Kid shouting. In reality, she was popping her head cautiously around a corner and giving me her full support, by watching nervously to see what would happen. Funny enough, both Yuri and Nick both set the record within the same year. Damn. Nick stealing Yuri's thunder. Hey Lynx, get a load of this! In what I thought would be my final desperate act, I pulled the bunny from my pocket. But by doing so, I had caused a change I could never have foreseen. Oh no, what's gonna happen now? You sneaky little... Where did you find that lovely little bunny? Lynx howled with surprise. You're not planning to make it do the little dance that makes the fusion reactor explode, are you? True to form, Lynx gave everything away. Anyway, I figured it was worth a shot, so I made the bunny do a little dance. Kaboom! No! My precious ship! Ooh, ooh, whoa. Ugh. Wow, it really blew up. What the heck is this bunny? Magil? It's a Martian universal remote. You Martians are really something. Yes, that thing has been holding a gun this whole time. Malachi, please. You You guys didn't know that was a gun? It was in the narration too! A Jack Plus moment as well. Ambatukam, we've got to run! With Lynx defeated, his entire lair began to explode and fall apart right on cue. Kid came up to me, Magil leaning on her shoulder. She looked like a bear being forced to walk by some half-mauled prey taking a ride on its back, but without it being too much effort because bears. You thought that was Surge? Or something in the foreground facing Octolings? Nah, that don't look like Surge. Okay, well, whatever. The walls fell behind us as we ran and ran. There was no time to stop and see what had become of Lynx. Mere seconds after we escaped the manor, the entire building collapsed with the force of a red giant succumbing to its own gravity and becoming a black hole. Oh. Oh, okay, it's slowly sinking down. Okay. I'll get you next time, Star Spangle! A collection of tiny flying saucers zipped upward from the manor's ruins as Lynx escaped, delivering that most classic of lines. Looks like Lynx is blasting off again! Yeah, GG's! Kid and I watched the scene unfold as we supported Magil by both shoulders. Well, all's well that ends well. Even Lynx got a happy ending. The fiend. I never would have expected he'd have a fleet of emergency getaway ships. He's covered all the basics of being a regularly occurring villain. Yeah, we all got the same idea of Team Rocket. Through the transparent underbelly of his flying saucer, I could see Lynx and his goblins furiously pedaling away on what looked like a tandem bicycle. Is this E.T.? They probably weren't generating enough power to make it to another planet. Well, boys, looks like our little Lynx hunt will be back on from tomorrow, said Kid pensively. Red giants don't become black holes, narrator. Yeah. Silly. It is the same shot as E.T. I almost expected a little sprite, too. They knew what they were doing. At the same time, she seemed kind of glad. And so was I. Because our adventures were only just beginning. Doo-doo-doo. Man. And so ends another tale. Perhaps one day I'll see Kid, Magil, and the Martians again. One day. Somewhere, at another time, in another world. Perhaps none of us will even realize it. But that's a story for another day. For now, I must put down my pen. The Martians. Was Starkey a Martian? Perhaps he was. Actually, he might have been. I can't remember. I closed my grandfather's diary. And then from downstairs, I heard my mother calling. Oh, okay, it's the same stuff. But, you always, you have to get the very first ending first, and then, I think that's what happens. And then from there, you can choose whichever other endings you want to get, depending on your choices that you make. I'm just kind of going in order from the guide. But, yeah. Yeah, we've seen this dialogue before. Well, that was an interesting ending. These endings are all just so goofy. But yeah, I loved the fourth wall breaks and like all the different references in there. So far we've gotten 4 endings, not counting like the 3 different versions of one of the endings. There's, I believe, 8 in total? Let me double check on that. I think there's 8. But yeah, I can go for another one because we still have time. Yeah, let me check on that. Oh my god, there's UFOs! It's Lynx's UFO! Oh, that's great! Oh my god. It's so funny watching them just fly by! I'm glad that we have some variety for this ending here. I feel like the ending credits music changes too. I'm not really sure though. You thought those were Borgers for a second. They do look like Borgers. Yeah, they went all out for this ending. This is great. Oh my god, I don't care about Chrono Cross, I care about Radical Dreamers. Sakura petals blowing in the wind? Nah fam, we got the spaceships. Yeah, this is the best. The best thing you can have. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so there's 8 endings total, which includes a secret ending. Can't all anime have like the little UFOs instead of the Sakura petals? I want this now. They're so good. Just a normal day in the Chronoverse. Yeah, you know, nothing special. Oh yeah, my mom made fish and chips, like some homemade fish and chips, and it's pretty good. Turned out pretty great. This route had you googling references like you do when you're playing Steins Gate. Oh, so Steins Gate be referencing things too, huh? Yeah, it's always neat seeing like what references are made in any like form of media. I always get curious when they have like a lot like this too. I wonder if anyone's like made a little compilation. At least like the videos, because I like when people make those like video compilations of like references in a thing that are like in a thing. The spaceships are flying through the air. Isn't it beautiful? Golly. Finn. Man, I think I like this ending the best so far. Just because of how ridiculous it is. But I don't know, they're all pretty ridiculous. But yeah, I just love the fourth wall breaks in this and the tentacles and the aliens. So yeah. So 3 more left and then there's a secret ending. Alternate ending, the UFOs explode. No! But alright, here we go. Time for the next one. Apparently in the original Japanese, this ending is called The Super Extreme Alpha Cosmos Police Case EX Ultra. I love that. Alright, I'm still gonna be Batukam. I feel like Batukam is like the appropriate name for all these endings. Gotta keep it consistent with the goofiness. Excuse me. Oh. Alright, blah blah. We get hypnotized or whatever by kid's braid. So I'm supposed to fall asleep for this one. Before I knew it, I was asleep. Batukam? Oi, Batukam! I'm talking to you! My head jerked upward as I snapped back to consciousness. Idiot that I was, I managed to drift off. Blah blah blah, same stuff. Okay, so check out the light rather than following kid. Okay, I won't read this again because we did read this earlier today. Except for the light. Hello, I'm Holy Cost. Oh my god. I'm sweaty. There's the light. Go into the light. I don't care what anyone says. Go into the light. I paid her no mind and looked again at the window. There was a light. It was faint, vague, like a shrouded star. No, this was no light. It was visible in the darkness, but that was more of a side effect. Whoa, what's this? It was crying out to me through the shadows of night, crying out to be seen, to be noticed. There, draped in a set of ancient robes, floated the figure of a young girl. That's kinda creepy. You've come, at long last. It was a tremulous voice filled with sorrow. I'm still not sure if I really heard it, or if it was somehow echoing in my mind. But one thing was certain. It wasn't a dream, nor was it an illusion. There was no doubt about what I heard next. It was Kid and Magil making apprehensive noises as they appeared at my side. Ambatukam, you've come! At long last! What the heck was that? It took a few moments, but Kid had soon just about regained her composure. Thaumaturgy, diablerie, necromancy. With enough experience in these practices, eventually one can see the dead. And while it's not exactly something to be proud of, having taken on some very odd jobs indeed, we'd witnessed things that no ordinary person would ever see. And more than a few that no one should ever see, courtesy of Magil's dark arts. My eyes just like briefly registered that as Magil's dark ass. Even so, for a moment, the three of us were stunned. If I had to say why, perhaps it was because the seemingly bottomless sorrow of the girl's sigh, the sense of torment even, struck a chord with all of us. Nothing will come of lingering here. You thought I was gonna say Magil's dark farts? Well, that's another route we could take. Something told me that Magil was right. We should leave. It wasn't until later that I realized the ashen-toned Kid's face had taken on wasn't just because of the moonlight. A corridor stretched off. Oh, okay. We have to go to the main hall. I think that was to the left. Yeah, okay, the main corridor. Straight onward. Okay, go through. Creak was the noise I expected the doors to make. Instead, they simply swung open silently, as if completely weightless. You saw some Stone Ocean today as well, got to an interesting part. Ah, interesting. Oh yeah, also I read some more Chainsaw Man. Let's just say I got to the point where we get to see the ghost devil in full. Man. Oh, and I got to see the uncensored barf kiss too. So that was fun. But man, just like how I said that Chainsaw Man felt like a gag manga at first, like it's really further enforced with how the panels are drawn in the manga. Just I swear to God. Your dad gave you some Irish soda bread with blueberries. Ooh, that sounds nice. Deadass, your coworker's first exposure to Chainsaw Man was the Vom Bomb. Oh, wow, what was their reaction? That's a great way to get introduced to the series. We found ourselves in a huge chamber, 2 stories high. It was like a cathedral, right down to the enormous pipe organ built into the back wall. The flickering light of countless candles, seemingly engaged in a losing battle with the shadows their own flames created, gave the room an almost tenuous quality, as if it were only half there. You couldn't help but bring up Biden yelling, "Soda!" Good. Oh man. Great, now that's gonna be playing in my head now. I blocked him out for a bit. You've awakened him again. So, a coworker with the Chainsaw Man Vom Bomb, he looked at you and said, "Are you down that bad?" You replied, "Fuck no." Oh jeez. Yeah. Obama. Soda! Looks like a church of some kind, but there's something strange about it. It's the shape. Most churches are cross-shaped. It wasn't like Magil to make a comment like that, unprompted. Something about the place was bothering him, and not in the same way that it was bothering Kid and me. Kobeni best waifu don't at you. No, Makima best. No, but yeah. I don't know, I still need to read more if I really want an opinion. But I really like Makima so far because something feels off about her. I don't know, she gives me Johan vibes. And everyone's just like, no, don't trust her. And I'm like, okay, sure. About to come. The layout of this chamber is unusual indeed, and deliberately so, as if whoever built it intended to avoid any suggestion that they might be honoring the gods, or perhaps they were honoring other gods. Magil pondered away to himself like this as he began to examine the room around him. Yeah, you knew I was gonna say Johan vibes, right? Like, they both have, like, a creepy, empty smile. And they have a strong presence. Also, at least, like, I've only seen up to the anime so far, but, like, Makima's power, it's pretty sinister. So, yeah. Oh. If Magil had noticed something, it was something worth investigating. I walked over to the pipe organ that had caught my attention earlier. How odd. There was an extra key on the keyboard. I did a double take, unsure that my eyes weren't deceiving me, but sure enough, there was one black key too many. Neither Kid nor Magil had taken the time to note this little detail yet, but my trained eye picked it out right away. I cracked my knuckles and... 2 white keys. Tried pressing the 2 white keys on either side of the extra key. Excuse me. The moment I pressed the keys, a section of the floor next to the organ sank into the ground. A set of stairs led down into the darkness. Hey, yeah, we noticed. Wonder what happens if you do the others. Yeah, I don't know if that just means, oh, you can't do this anymore, or if it just, like, gives you another chance. But I'm not risking that. Kid and Magil were already standing right beside me. The space under the hall was vast as well. Magil conjured up a small light. It wasn't quite bright enough for us to see all the way to the edges, but it was enough to show us that the room beneath was about the same size as the chamber above, and lined with the same columns. In fact, it seemed a lot like this might have been the floor level of an even more vast original chamber. The ceiling, that is to say the floor of the hall above, appeared to have been built much more recently than the rest of the room. It was as if someone had rushed to put a lid on something that had happened here. Something they didn't want others to find. Over there! Sorry, I'm just thinking Mario. Magil was pointing at something. It was some kind of hazy cloud. No, that wasn't quite it. What I had thought was a cloud was actually what? What was it? Text. Curse you, text going by too fast. Reminds me of Persona. Oh, speaking of, like, I was doing my usual Pixiv browse through the Yosuke tag, and I found an artist that actually drew fan art for Persona. Like, they drew Useless, and then Yosuke wearing his 3D glasses, and it says Persona in, like, the corner. I put it in my chambers. But I was just so happy. I was like, damn, people know about this game. Persona deserves more attention. Anyways, is that one of them magic circle thingamajigs? Kid growled suspiciously. Doesn't look like it's been used for yonks. How would you reckon, Madge? Yonks. It is difficult to know for certain. It would seem so, but it would take some time to investigate enough to know for sure. It certainly seems to be ancient. Well, it ain't going nowhere. Guess we can come back and have a proper look later. We've got the rest of the manor to explore yet. Magil grunted in agreement, but seemed a little disappointed at having to leave his find behind. Nonetheless, he seemed as keen as the rest of us to avoid getting stuck down here for too long. We returned to the main hall upstairs and exited back into the corridor. But wait, there's more. So, we gotta go back to Riddle's room. What I had thought was a cloud was actually a dim glow being given off by something drawn on the floor. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, that went by too quickly. Okay, go down those stairs. Oh, also, I took a nap today. Like, when I took my nap, I had this dream that I was, like, trying to get, like, some physical exam or something done. But it was, like, 5 o'clock, and as soon as, like, the clock struck 5, like, I was in a long line, and, like, they just stopped services, so I'm all disappointed. And then I go to the car in the parking lot. We're in, like, Barstow. It's this town in California. out in the desert. But I was with like Sakaki, Yomi, Chiyo, and Osaka from Azumanga Daioh. Yomi was driving and we were like, okay, let's all go hang out. And like Yomi was like driving like she was in Mario Kart. Like she kept like spinning around and like driving in the wrong lane. And then we just ended up at this restaurant at the end, but that was it. The steps for this route seem complicated. Yeah, it's kind of like the previous one. Yeah, they are making us do more things, but it's okay. Oh, hey, Hermit, how we doing today? What's up? So let's go inside. We're supposed to go to Riddle's room. The room beyond was eerily still. There was a neatly made bed, a sideboard with a row of small wooden animal statues arranged on top, and a single flower in a vase on the table. Imagine trying to find all these endings without a guide, right? Yeah, like, there... For this ending and the one before, it's like, there's no way you would get all, like, the prompts, you know, without looking it up. The other ones, you might be able to get, but yeah. You're drunk and busy. You know how college is? Oh, yeah. Yeah, college can, you know, it can be kind of stressful. But I'm glad that you're at least relaxing right now. What you drinking? Signs that someone used to live here. Used to. Your cat deadass be hiding from you guys all day today. Whoa. Well, it wants its private space. Everything was buried in a thick layer of dust that blew here and there in the breeze, coming in through the shattered window. The items arrayed there were nothing but mementos of a long-since departed occupant. Ron? Ron, okay, cool. I don't think we'll be finding much in here, kid. Let's go. She didn't hear me. She was too busy peering into a chest big enough for her to climb inside. I went over to take a look. In it were a set of pale blue robes. They looked like something a nun might wear. Yeah, mementos. I know, I was thinking the same thing. I didn't want to say it though. Felicia. Felicia? Kid whispered a name I'd never heard before, and I could only repeat it in puzzlement. It didn't seem that she'd even noticed I was there until I spoke. At first you thought the cat left you and went outside, but he was just hiding in the bathroom. Oh, huh, alright. Never mind, let's go. She frowned and turned on her heel. Oh, okay, that was quick. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's getting more complicated, so now we're supposed to go to the treasure room. We had to go back upstairs. Your sister cried and thought he was missing? Aw. Well, I'm glad he's not missing. But yeah, is he okay? Yeah, go up. Your cat's fine. He's just getting his privacy. Okay. Yeah, the treasure room. So to the right. To the right? No. To the left. Oh, yeah, okay. Go ahead. It's funny because even your other cat thought he was missing. Oh, wow. Just everyone thought he just disappeared, huh? Alright, the corridor ended at the foot of some stairs. Oh, no, I meant to go inside. Go back. Okay, get in there. It was locked, but not for long. Magil began weaving a ward of unlocking, but Kid beat into the punch with a swift twist of her hairpin. Oh, simple. It seemed almost suspiciously easy. I got the feeling Kid and Magil thought the same thing. We inched into the room, our senses on high alert. We'd hoped we might find a treasure vault. A hall of miracles stacked to the ceiling with glittering gold coins and jewels. But the sight that greeted us was very different. Which isn't to say there wasn't a treasure or two. There were jewels and precious metals, the kinds of things nobility and the rich like, but they were arranged in a very particular pattern. Oh hey Miku, what's up? How are we doing today? It was a massive diorama, a seascape rendered in minute detail using priceless treasures. Glittering white crystals formed the crests of waves deep as valleys, which rose in great columns of gate. There was a reef made from jade, glinting with a strange, hard light, atop which sat a mermaid of pearl with an enigmatic smile, silver hair, and scales of mica. Mica? Okay, well that's a creepy robot mannequin girl thingy. You sent a text earlier? Oh, I didn't see it. And amid the waves was a hand, clutching at thin air and seemingly about to be swallowed by the water. I couldn't identify what it was made from, but it was stunningly realistic. It was an incredible work of art, the single moment of a great storm crystallized and preserved forever, but it wasn't beauty that it conveyed to me. Its vividness filled me with an inexplicable dread. And though the scene was composed of countless precious stones, one stood out starkly from the rest. It was the stone the mermaid held, a jewel shaped like a lotus flower and drenched in a blood-red light. The frozen flame. We all knew it instantly. We'd found it. Get the ladder out, Ambatukam. I'm gonna grab the loot. Having been lured by the siren's call, Kid could hardly contain her excitement. But something held me back. No, it felt like something was almost pushing me back. Oh shit, I thought I changed the prompt for that. Hold on. Let me fix that before someone like uses it. Here. Oh no. Channel points. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, back to 900 for you. Thank you for telling me. Alright. Whatever it was keeping me from sharing in Kid's sense of gleeful triumph. But I couldn't. Wait, what? Follow Kid's commands. Wait, huh? Inspect the mermaid more closely. Yeah, this was no time to ignore my gut. Wait a second. Or hold on. Let me save. Let me save here just in case. Ah, 4 rats now. And it says follow Kid's commands, then inspect the mermaid. I guess I have to follow her? I couldn't let my nerves get the better of me. I put on my most cheerful voice, coming right up. I took the pieces of a portable ladder from among my things. They were made from the light and sturdy yet pliable stalks of a plant that grows in the east, which made them perfect for bringing along on little expeditions like this. I tossed out the pieces one by one while Kid and Magil put them together, as they'd done many times before. A few minutes later, we had a ladder long enough to cross the sea of jewels. Kid left the finishing touches to me as she dumped her heavy bag and weapons on the floor. She began to breathe in a strange rhythm, concentrating hard on the task ahead. It was a secret technique she'd learned somewhere that enabled her to reduce her weight to a fraction of its normal level. Oh, she practically floated over to the mermaid, the ladder barely even bending. But her little trick did nothing to stop the trap that was sprung the moment she set foot on the reef. Ruh-roh. Ngah! As she reached for the frozen flame, webbed fingers lashed out, their talons digging deep into her arm. Bright red blood spurted from the wound. Yeah, I was thinking Hamelin too, but I didn't want to say it. Your parents came late from a friend's house. Ooh, they partying. The mermaid's aquamarine eyes remained impassive, but her scales rustled as she began to move. The music very nostalgic. Yeah, I'm glad that they used this song later on for Chrono Cross. There was an awful creaking sound as cogs within her pearlescent form began to grind against one another. Quicksilver coursed through the clockwork guardian's veins as she whirred into motion, preparing to deal with the intruder who had dared set foot in her domain. At the same moment, the sea of jewels began moving like a real sea, as if the moment frozen in time had suddenly thawed. The crushed crystals that formed the crests of the waves began to beat against Kid mercilessly, as if trying to throw her from the reef, and before we knew it, she'd lost her footing. As I watched her fall, I caught sight of something even stranger. It was the hand I saw earlier. But it wasn't just a hand now. Yeah, when Kid falls, the whole body had been revealed. The whole corpse, I should say. It looked as if the last person who had set this gruesome mechanism in motion had been trapped there, frozen until such time as another unknowing victim happened along. Kid! She was thrashing helplessly in the raging waves. Was she going to be the next victim of this monstrous machine? We had to do something. We couldn't leave her to die like this. And then the mermaid slipped into the waves, making straight for her. There was a flash of light from Magil's hand, followed by a silver needle, which shot through the air and struck the mindless automaton right in the eye. But the mechanical monstrosity didn't miss a beat. It was just another cog in a bigger machine, one whose sole purpose was to attack, to destroy. But a cog nonetheless. The true heart of this enormous mechanism lay elsewhere. Its jaw dropped open as if suddenly dislocated. Rows of razor-sharp teeth glinted inside, teeth designed to tear flesh. I did my best to remain composed and try to cast a careful eye over the entire machine. What was it? Something had been gnawing at me this whole time. I just had to think. But what was it? Of course, the corpse! Yesterday for you, you finished the first game of Ace Attorney. Oh nice, congrats! What'd you think? It wasn't the machine's last victim at all. It was part of the machine. And since it was the only part of it that wasn't made from precious stones, that meant it was different. Important. Of course! The course! I was going purely on gut instinct. But I had nothing else to go on. Magil, aim for the corpse! Without another word or a look in my direction, he sent the shockwave spell he was about to cast on the mermaid, sailing straight at the corpse instead. The last chapter was really CBT for you? Oh, damn. Well, glad you got through it. Its head shattered into pieces, the blast tearing into the surrounding water. But there was no blood. The body must have been stewing there for a long time. Ambatukam really had a brain blast. Yeah, he was about to explode. I didn't have time to dwell on this macabre thought for more than a moment, though, before a dramatic transformation occurred, and my mood changed to one of profound relief. You like the game? Good, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It was as if everything we'd just seen was a bad dream. The tempestuous sea and the mermaid were still again. All was motionless and hard as stone. Kid lay on the ground, coughing and spluttering. Her little dunking hadn't done her much good. She was retching violently enough to turn even my stomach. Vomit now! And then I saw it. She was clutching the frozen flame in one hand, clutching it so tightly that it would surely leave a mark. I see. The curse slowly overrides the perception of its victims. Not only does this prevent them from acting effectively, but even if they keep their wits about them, they have no way of knowing which part of the mechanism to aim for. Clever. Magil was poking curiously at the corpse, the only thing that hadn't now transformed back into a mass of jewels. Miku's gonna simp for an AA character. I'm surprised she hasn't already! Unless... So you made your way through the first chapter in the second game for a bit, only for you to realize what happened to yourself. Yeah, please don't tell, because I would like to play Ace Attorney at some point. Not anytime soon though, because I have so many games, but yeah. No spoilers, please. Probably Phoenix or maybe Edgeworth. She ain't simping. We'll take note, but watch. It's going to happen, I can feel it. I've been down this route. But yeah, I feel like she'd like Edgeworth. Or maybe she'll surprise us with a different character. We'll see. Oh wait, I read that. Looking at it made me feel sick. I'd had enough of this horrible scene. So many people agree that Phoenix is Sam Riegel's best role. Yeah. Seems to do pretty good as him. Well, we got what we came for. Reckon it's time we skedaddled. Kid seemed in no great hurry to stick around either, so we left. You're only gonna say for the first game the 5th case is like about 12 hours long? What? Damn, dude. That's crazy. For you, your favorite Sam Riegel role is Scanlan. Of course, the beads. Skedaddle, skedoodle, your dick is now a noodle. Okay, so now we're supposed to go to the... back to Lynx's room. They didn't reveal why the corpse had to be destroyed to stop the trap. I'm just assuming it's just because it was part of the mechanism. Yeah. Something was wrong. Oh no. Wait, didn't there used to be a terrace here? Kid said what we were all thinking. The moonlight picked out with cold precision a corridor whose flagstones stretched off into endlessness in a manner hard for the human mind to comprehend. Your favorite Sam Riegel role is sex offender Teddy? Oh. I'm surprised you're saying that. Okay, sure. But yeah, Scanlan's the dude from Vox Machina. The guy who sings, "Pull up my motherfucking beads." Maybe we just forgot how, spacious the corridor was here. Yeah, that's probably it. The terrace is probably just a little further on. No, I remember that tree. I memorized its outline to guide us on our way back through the forest, stated Magil flatly, torpedoing my admittedly vain attempt to cling to reason. We all fell silent, then began to march stiffly onward, trying not to lose our nerve. Back here again, huh? Muttered Kid impatiently. Somehow, even though we tried to continue straight on, we found ourselves confronted with the same tree Magil had pointed out earlier. Was this supposed to happen? And of course, there was still no sign of the terrace. What the bloody hell's going on? This doesn't make any sense, and I don't bloody like it. This is your bloody fault, Ambatukam, she yelled. Oops. Yeah, this sound is something. It's all screechy. My fault? It's not like I have any idea what's going on either. If this mess is anyone's fault, it's yours. I never wanted to come to this stupid manor in the first place. You made me. Interesting. The curse imprisons its victims in an endless corridor, forcing them to wander until their sanity slips away. A devilish trap indeed. Oh, so I guess... Good thing I saved back there. Bloody hell! Naruto. Yeah, I miss Persona, yeah. I see that the walls are also almost imperceptibly distorted. An ordinary person could very well lose their mind here. Delightfully devilish, Lynx. With that, Magil quickly grabbed me and Kid by the wrists and pushed hard on some kind of pressure point. I realized that I was regaining my grip on the situation. Whatever he'd done, it had calmed my mind. Can't believe Lynx is a furry. Yeah, me too. And I could see that Kid had regained her composure too. She was looking somewhat sheepishly down at the ground. It would seem that the Lord of the Manor is not keen to let us leave, muttered Magil. Kid raised her head, and looked him dead in the eye. Good, 'cause I ain't going nowhere. Hold tight, Lynxie. We're coming for you. More of the bloody same, spat Kid angrily. Just like before, there was no terrace in sight. Oh, God. A short way along the corridor running from the right-hand side of the terrace, we found an ancient-looking door, again on our right. Okay. Turn back. Seize Evoker Doofenshmirtz. Persona Summoner. Bah, still stuck, spat Kid. And she was right, the terrace was nowhere to be seen. Okay, here, I'm gonna go... Hold on. No. Not save. Okay, end game, I'm gonna reload from where I saved. We're going to inspect the mermaid, because we have to go to Lynx's room, and with where we're at right now, there's no way we're gonna be able to do that. Surprised no one said Donatello for Sam. Oh, I didn't even realize. Alright. This was no time to ignore my gut. Wait a second, we should take a moment to think about this, I said, fully expecting to incur her wrath. Nah, you can make it quick or I can make it painful for ya. It turned out I wasn't as ready to incur Kid's wrath as I thought. Me, AI Dungeon, Doofenshmirtz, the Yosuke Lemon Writer. Yes. Give me those lemons. Lemons? I did my best to ignore my good sense screaming at me as I lowered my pack to the ground. Once Kid made her mind up about something, there was no stopping her after all. I took the pieces of a portable ladder from... Wait, so... It's the same? Those are genius names, right? Fuka when she discovered fanfiction. Lemons? Yeah, literally me finding out about lemons too. I'll never forget that. I was still in middle school and I was just trying to look for some cool Itachi stuff on Google, and then Google suggestions was all like, Itachi X Reader Lemon, and I'm like, lemons? What does he have to do with lemons? And my mind was forever changed and now I'm the way I am now. Anyways, so was there no choice? Nikki corruption arc. Yeah. So it's the same. So how the hell am I supposed to get to Lynx's room? I should make sure. Let me see. Because it said to follow Kid's commands. Let me see if Game 8 can help me here. This is so weird. Which way, Nikki, Itachi? I'm the one you actually like. Sasuke, but I'm voiced by Yuri. Sasuke may be voiced by Yuri, but I still like Itachi better. But you know, I did watch Naruto all in dub just so I could hear Yuri voice Sasuke. And because, you know, I grew up used to the English dub too, so... But I still like Itachi better. Yeah, I guess. Let me just see what happens. I don't know. It said to, like, follow her plans, but how the hell do I get to Lynx's room? Oh, here, I can do this. You remember watching a few episodes of Naruto in Japanese audio? Yeah. I've done so too. Mostly so I can hear Shotaro Morikubo voice Shikamaru. Yosuke voice actor. So... what if I couldn't just stand there, so I plunged into the water? Maybe I'd do that? It was salty! Real seawater! But how? I plunged in head first, but the waves were far more powerful than I'd expected, and they battered me mercilessly, keeping me far from Kid. As I struggled to keep my head above water, the corpse I'd seen before came bobbing up toward me. I was busy trying to shove it away when I noticed something strange about it. Its eyes were open. And not just that, but it was staring right at Kid. This is all the corpse is doing. By sheer instinct, I'd worked out the trap's secret. I hurriedly grabbed the knife from my belt, sheath and all, and slammed it into the corpse's head. Splat! The skull shattered with a sickening crunch, and the waterlogged flesh slid off it like so much rotten vegetable matter. Those are not great vegetables. Itachi, you're dumb. Sasuke, your mom's dumb. You just proved my point, because we have the same mom, dumbass. I think I saw someone do that meme with them before. And the next moment, it was as if everything we'd just seen had been a bad dream. The tempestuous sea and the mermaid were motionless once more. All was still, and hard as stone. Oh, okay, I guess that's what I was supposed to do. Excuse me. Or is it? Hold on, this is like the same stuff. Seems like both options work. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to the terrace. Oh, okay. That was the more correct one. I think. Nope! Uh-oh. So, what do I do from here? Uh-oh. Turn and march back the way we had Ambatukam. How'd we wind up here again? Muttered Kid angrily. Somehow, even though we tried to retrace our steps, we found ourselves back in the same part of the corridor. And of course, there was still no sign of the terrace. What the... Okay, yeah, same stuff. So, I swear there weren't any other choices before this. I feel like we were supposed to get here. Oh, never mind. Took the corridor leading from the left-hand side of the terrace, eventually arriving at an intersection with some stairs. Oh, okay. Now we... Alright, it scared me for a bit. So we gotta go to Lynx's room now. Keep going. It's funny. Yeah? Funny, is it? Then why ain't you laughing? Here, maybe I can help you. Kid! So stop it! I'm serious! You like to imagine a crooked sign on Lynx's room that says, "No kids allowed." Yeah. It's like messily painted on too. Wesley deadass just tried to sniff Morgana and then she bitch slapped him. Though for a second I was like, what? Who's Wesley? Because I thought you were talking about Persona Morgana. But then I remembered your cats. Funny. Cats are so funny. Whatever. Just thought I'd liven things up a little. The tickling stopped and like a light going out, Kid's expression snapped back to its usual resting scowl. So, the thing you thought was funny, it's that we ain't seen a living soul since we set foot in this place, right? Even after wandering around for hours. Well, I'm right, ain't I? You read Wesley as Wesker? Man. She looked at me expectantly. I nodded silently, too awestruck at her sudden insight to say a word. Now that I heard it put into words by someone else, the whole thing seemed even stranger. If you seek answers, perhaps you can ask the lord of the manor directly. Magil thrust his chin forward, gesturing at a dark mahogany door ahead. Its grandeur was practically an announcement that beyond it lay the lord of the manor's chambers. You ready, boys? Said Kid before pushing the door open. Kid opened the door and slipped quietly into the room. This was Lynx's room. Or at least it had been. Wait, I'm just being confusing. I need to pace myself. It's all flooding back too fast. Wesley always tries to show her love, but she always bitch slaps him. Rejected! What I meant to say was that it was clearly Lynx's room, but that Lynx wasn't there anymore. Well, he was, but he was dead. Look at that dead hand. He and a knight from some foreign land appear to have killed each other at the same time. I can't believe this. We would have heard rumors if he'd up and died, wouldn't we? I had to agree, but we'd heard nothing of the kind. And how was that possible? Lynx was so well known that anything and everything he did got talked about eventually. If he'd been found dead, there was no way we wouldn't have heard about it. How could his body have just lain here all this time without word getting out? No! Wake up, Lynx, you skunk! You've got things to answer for, killing all those people, taking Felicia from me. You can't die without paying for all that. It's not bloody fair! Wesker, put your tendril away, Wesker. I'm not achieving complete global saturation with you, Wesker. Kid named Ouroboros. Kid was clearly in shock. Well, we can't be the first people to have found him, can we? Maybe someone did, but they never made it back alive to tell the tale. I almost got the feeling she thought she was lightening the mood by saying this. She wasn't. This was serious. Deadly serious. Okay, well, so much for our goofy endings. Excuse me. An ominous silence descended. Oh, perfect timing for this, link here. Link. Oh, oops. Yeah, you didn't need to see that. You're gonna scream at 94%. Oh, your birth month is your cuteness level. I'm 80%. Okay, I'll take it. Hey, we're both- oh, me and this user are both 80%. Rip Jacob. I want a goofy ending. Where is it? Damn, Chuck got the infinity cute. Alright. You got 2% too? Damn. Oh, hey Charlie, how we doing today? What's up? Actually, wait, Charlie, did I ever get your birthday? I don't think I ever did. Or maybe I did. Hold on, let me check. I don't think I ever got his birthday. Oh, just kidding. No, I know his birthday. But damn, rip the October peeps. Strange, said Magil finally. Yo, you were born the same day as Prince? That's awesome. What's Jacob's birthday math? 2%. Do the math. Oh. Okay, never mind. Oh. He'd been eyeing Lynx's body with a cold, almost scientific interest. Yeah, quite a little scene we've happened across, eh? Bet you never saw that coming. Kid tried to make light of the situation, as if to dispel the miasma of fear that had descended. But as always, Magil was less than receptive, and continued to coldly assess the situation. You've been good, just creeping around stream and reading One Piece? Yeah, I see you reading One Piece. Like, I think it's funny that the Velvet Lobby is like now the One Piece corner. But yeah, you're glad to see you're enjoying it. You'll never see it coming! You share the same birthday as Liam Neeson, Michael Cera, Mick Foley, Bill Hader, and the GOAT Araki. Damn, dude, so many birthdays. Oh, where'd I get this paper cut? Ugh, I hate... It annoys me so much when you just find a random paper cut and you're not sure where the hell you got it. And then it stings like hell. Anyways. But as always, Magil was less than receptive and continued to coldly assess the situation. His corpse shows no sign of life whatsoever. No kidding. I had no idea what he was trying to tell us. The only famous person you remember sharing a birthday with is Picasso. Ah, well cool. Oh yeah, that's right, I share my birthday with Anthony Bourdain. And then Michael Jackson and Farrah Fawcett died on my birthday too. They found Etika's body on my birthday too. That was a fun birthday present. But yeah. You didn't want to place all that stuff in general chat, so you chose to take over Velvet. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Your brother has the same birthday as Undertaker and Jontron. Oh, cool. Yeah, rip Etika. When I heard what was happening, like, because I was, like, around for, like, the streams where he was, like, freaking out, and it scared me. Like, it hurt to watch him, like, just kind of spiral downwards like that, and then, you know, the shit that happened. It was jarring. But yeah, rest in peace. Joy-Con boys for life, man. The Undertaker. Yes. When a person dies, their mind and their will, what some call their soul, leave the body. Their life essence, however, remains slowly dissipating as the body breaks down. Well, he doesn't look too fresh to me. You sure it hasn't all leaked out already? Kids seemed to want the conversation to be over as quickly as possible so we could get out of there. It is true that not a single shred of vital essence remains, but this is not normal. Far more strangely, I cannot detect signs of any such essence ever having been present in this body. For every last vestige to have vanished is. So it wasn't more of Etika's usual streams, but like I remember I was in one of my college classes, and he did an Instagram live, and he was, what was he doing? But it was something that, I think he was like wrecking his room or something. He did something that, caused like cops to come in and like, you know, detain him. Like, not under arrest or anything, but just kind of make sure like he was okay. He made some kind of threat. I don't know, I can't remember what it was, but yeah, like I was there watching it happen, and like I was trying not to like cry like in class because it was so heartbreaking. And like before that, like he was making like tweets just like I've tried to block them out of my mind, but like he made these like very concerning tweets on Twitter like around that time too. But I just remember the last stream that I saw, like his usual streams, the last one I saw was his Deltarune stream. And that was back when I was still in like Burbank. And you know, he made my day better. Or you know, cuz like the nursing program was very, you know, rough on me, so like, you know, I like to watch Etika to like cheer me up. But that's all I can say about the last stream that I saw from him. You can imagine his reaction to Sora's reveal if he was still here. Yeah, man, dude, he would have flipped. I know, it would have been nice if he was there to see it, but, man. You googled famous October 1st birthdays and got an 11-year-old YouTuber you never heard about. Life is unfair. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, it's too bad. I guess we can't all have famous people birthdays. For once, Magil seemed to be completely at a loss for an explanation. Maybe Lynx and the guy he was fighting were vampires? Okay, I offered, desperately calling on my woefully inadequate knowledge of the supernatural. I wasn't too keen to find out. We'd seen enough already. A ghostly girl, a mechanical mermaid, and now the lord of an abandoned manor's corpse drained of every last shred of its vital essence. I was as ready to leave as Kid was. He has the same birthday as Alan from Hangover? Or the actor, yeah. Well, that's something. You don't know if there's a single soul who shares your birthday. I don't know either. Oh, but your birthday's coming up. Any plans? But either Magil hadn't noticed, or he'd chosen to put his interest in getting to the bottom of the mystery first. No. You are correct that vampirism would explain the lack of vital essence, but vampires retain their souls. And they do not lie still for want of essence. They set out to prowl the night in search of it on an endless quest for blood. No plans? Oh, I see. Alright. Well, I still hope that you will have an awesome birthday. Alright, that's enough of that. So what you're saying is, this corpse has no life or soul in it, yeah? Why do we care exactly? Kid glared at him, demanding an answer, and quickly. For once, she and I were of the same mind. Something strange was going on. It wasn't just this room. The whole manor was steeped in something very wrong indeed. Despite being completely empty as far as we'd seen, a presence lurked in every corner. Oh, there are plans. You were just telling Jacob no. I got you. I got you. And it was clear, don't ask me how, that this was no ordinary haunting. Listen, you. We've got the frozen flame and Lynx is dead. We're done here, and we're leaving. You got that? Kid's patience finally got the better of her. Very well, assuming we are permitted to leave. He was staring at a large mirror embedded in the wall at the back of the room. Oh, the creepy kid again. Kid, you've come. You've finally come. It was the girl again. Oh, you know what? Okay, those are big anime eyes. I thought that she... I thought the top of the eyes were like closed eyes and then the things at the bottom were like tears, but no, those are just big lolly eyes or whatever. It was the girl again. She wore an expression of unutterable sadness. Something tells me that our friend here wishes us to stay. What do I say? What do I say? It doesn't say. Kid, you don't know her, do you? Felicia? Oh wait, Miku has the same birthday as Channing Tatum. Oh! Well, there you go, you got someone. I'd barely managed to stammer out the question, but it didn't matter. Kid wasn't listening. Her eyes were locked on the girl, an imploring look on her face. Shakespeare was baptized on Miku's birthday. Oh, well, interesting. Majel stepped closer to the mirror and began to intone a spell. What movies were Channing Tatum in? Like, he's an actor. Miku also got Kane. Kevin James! Oh, Kevin James! Oh, God. Watch Paul Blart Mall Cop on your birthday. No, but, and the actor of Hannah Montana's brother. Oh, okay, well, interesting. Kevin James? Wait, that is Kevin James, right? I'm not mixing him up with someone else, am I? Tom Welling from Smallville. Okay. Majel stepped closer to the mirror and began to intone a spell. What is it? What do you want from us? He asked. Who are all these people? Oh. Well, most of them are actors. You wish you were born on the same day as Naruto? Right? And it's right after your birthday, too. You should have just stayed in your mother's womb for like 1 day longer. He also got Giancarlo Esposito. Who? Charlie? Hey, well that's definitely someone. Look at me, Hector. Miku shares a birthday with Bill Cosby's conviction for sexual assault. Oh god. That's when that happened? Shit. Oh, Miku still, okay. Oh, wait, so Giancarlo's birthday's coming up too? Awesome. It hurts. It hurts so much. I need your souls. I need to see your bulls. The Chernobyl disaster. Poor Miku was cursed. Well, the mirror shattered with an ear-splitting crash. The girl was gone. A blood-curdling scream echoed around the room, but was just as quickly drowned out by an unbearable metallic screeching. That's Lynx's voice, stammered Kid, looking at her right hand in horror. What? A blood-red light was seeping from her clenched fist. It was as if the frozen flame was sending out tentacles in an attempt to seize her body. Damn, more tentacles, alright! The establishment of Nazi Germany's Gestapo. Oh, Jesus Christ. Miku sure has an eventful birthday. Is this why your life was unfair sometimes? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Is that... Majel finished up the spell he'd started casting when he stepped up to the mirror. Is that Gamma? I can't remember. I don't know. Greek letters. A bright crimson light filled the room as Lynx's voice twisted with agony. Did you get him, Madge? He was trying his hardest to contain the sorcery that was flying around the room. It looked like every muscle in his body was straining with the effort. No, you fool! This alone won't hold him. Take Kid and get out of here! Gamma Gamma Epsilon. Okay. Maybe. Probably. I looked back and saw that she'd collapsed to the floor, white as a sheet. Is this why the cool girls make fun of you for typing too fast in the Chromebook back in middle school and could type fast? No, they're just jealous of your awesome skills. My birthday is June 25th, so like I said, I share my birthday with Anthony Bourdain, and also Michael Jackson and Farrah Fawcett died on my birthday. I'm sure there's others like involved too, but yeah, those are the main points I remember. And yet her hand was still clasped tightly around the frozen flame. I threw her over my shoulder and fled into the corridor. Majel followed hot on her heels. Kid? Kid! Where am I? She came to, seeming almost vulnerable for a brief moment. Oh, that's right. George Michael was born on my birthday, too. I forgot about that. Yeah, see? There we go. Where do you think we are? 2. Seems you're back to normal. Magil had been holding up 2 fingers as he spoke, and Kid had completely ignored his actual question and counted them instead. Oh, okay. I'm just like, why do you say 2? The unspoken understanding they shared was beyond me. It still is. And as an aside, the actual answer to Magil's question was the corridor on the first floor near the terrace we can't get to. The actress of Velma from the live-action films. Oh, well, cool. I've been told, well, I still have short hair now, but like, when I had my short hair back, college years, I think, I remember one of my old schoolmates went to the same church as me, and like, I wore an orange sweater that day, and he goes up to me and is all like, oh, hey, you look like Velma. And I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. I didn't even realize it, but yeah. That's when I wore glasses back then, too. Is it because you actually care about spelling, punctuation, commas, and shit, and everyone else doesn't care and think you're odd for actually caring? What? Really? I wouldn't have noticed, especially with all the grammar errors you make. Must have been fate that day. Yes, fate. You share the same birthday with Amy Lee. Hey, nice. You should get into the Evanescence discography eventually. But for now, you're gonna enjoy the first album. Yes. Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, I've only ever listened to their first album. I never really listened to, like, any of their other stuff. He suggested that we head back toward the magic circle we'd found earlier as soon as Kid had regained her composure. We need to go to the main hall. Oh wait, yeah, we set out for the Great Chamber right away. Hold on. Let me save here first, but I'm pretty sure the magic circle was at the Great Chamber. So yeah. Wait, right? Okay, whatever, I can always reload. The magic circles resembles something I once saw long ago, muttered Magil under his breath, along with something about finding a way. And what if you can't find a way? Asked Kid casually, as if she'd never lost consciousness at all. I was relieved that she seemed to be okay. More than okay, in fact. Chipper, even. Then I fear we will spend the rest of our lives in this manner. Well, that sucks. Fortunately, without food, the rest of our lives will only be about a week. That didn't exactly fill me with relief. On another topic entirely, he then launched out of nowhere into some protracted pondering about the fact that the robes the ghostly girl had been wearing were very distinctive. If I didn't know better, I'd have sworn he'd noticed that he'd brought the mood down and changed the subject to try and cheer me up. They're nuns' robes. Oh, the nuns' robes, from the Temple of the Four. Kid's mood, however, seemed to darken the moment the girl was mentioned. Oh yeah, isn't that where you grew up? Magil had told me about it a while back. Apparently a nun from the Temple of the Four had taken in Kid and some other abandoned children. The woman had had a similar childhood herself, and Kid had grown very attached to her as a result. But when Kid was still quite young, the lord of that region, Lynx, had summoned the nun to his manor, and she never returned. You share a birthday with Melania Trump. Well, shit, yeah, see, that's a lot of things happened on your birthday. Soon afterwards, she had snuck out of the temple and tried to make her way to Lynx's manor to find her friend. But she was still only a child, and couldn't make it far. She returned home to find the temple and the village that surrounded it in ruins, and everybody dead. Luckily for her, Magil was a frequent visitor to the temple, and arrived not long after. He found Kid surrounded by bodies that had already shriveled and dried up like mummies. Chuck also got Jamie Foxx, aka Electro. Oh, cool. There she sat, silently glaring in the direction of Lynx's manor, her lips tightly sealed. And they stayed sealed. It was years before Kid spoke again, and according to Magil, she hadn't shed a single tear since. Here goes. Excuse me. Kid's voice snapped me back into the moment. Her hand was on the door, ready to push it open. I hadn't realized that we were already back at the Great Chamber. Steve Buscemi! Oh, cool. This time the door made the eerie noise I had first expected as it swung open, scraping on my already taut nerves. Okay, that was the right choice. You thought Malachi meant the George Michael from Arrested Development? No! We headed straight for the pipe organ. I pressed the same keys on the keyboard as before. For a moment, I thought the contraption might not work a second time. But I needn't have worried. The stairs to the hall below appeared just as they had last time. But this time, the place they led us to looked very different. Before, it had been too dark to see. This time, it was as bright as day. Someone's there. Welcoming committee, eh? Just what we need. The tension was visible on Kid and Magel's faces. Mine, on the other hand, probably looked outright terrified. Well, can't keep 'em waiting. Kid spurred us back into motion. We had no choice but to press on. Why do we get cool people that share birthdays and you're here with people that share your birthday and have no idea who the fuck they are? Well, it's unfortunate. I know, it's too bad. Oh, the misery! It was completely different down there from how it had been before. Look at all this purple. The room was filled with light. The presence we had felt before was alive now, and a swirling spectral energy filled the room. At least you were born. That is something, that's true. You know what, Miku? You're the special person on the birthday. But how we doing today, invalid accounts? What's up? Every single person is my enemy! In response, the outline of the magic circle on the floor pulsed with the powerful garnet red light, welcoming our arrival with an almost palpable sense of glee. Under less ominous circumstances, one might even have described the scene as beautiful. If one had been prepared to ignore the very disturbing sight at the center of it. There, in the middle of the storm, we saw him. Oh, it's Lynx. Lynx. You know, Lynx's sprite, it looks like it's like a dress on a mannequin. Like that, the head is supposed to be small from perspective, but it looks like a dress on a mannequin. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Channing Tatum's the My Name is Jeff guy. And from 21 and 22 Jump Street. Yeah. Maybe Miku just hasn't seen the movie. I mean, I haven't seen the movies either, but I know My Name is Jeff, and I know who Channing Tatum is. Professional frat boy. Born to shit, forced to wipe. Kid gave an unconscious growl, teeth clenched behind her perfect pink lips. Right, he's Magic Mike! No, I'll talk about Magic Mike. I like Magic Mike. I want to see the next one. I remember, oh my god, I remember my friend and I went to see the second Magic Mike, and it was just us and some old ladies. And, well, not old ladies, but they were probably like in their 50s. Or, I don't know, 50s or 60s. But like, yeah, we could hear them just like, you know, they're all just like fangirling over Channing Tatum, and we're like, yeah, you go. You go. We were just like, I wanna be that grandma when I grow up. Yes, there was more than one Magic Mike. They're coming out with a third one, apparently. Channing Tatum used to be a stripper? I guess? Yeah, maybe that explains why he's in Magic Mike. But yeah. I remember I liked that second one because they played Closer by 9 Inch Nails, and I'm like, hey! But yeah, anyways. I'd never laid eyes on him before. But I knew it was him the moment I saw him. He also voiced Superman in the Lego movie. Okay. Oh, the misery. Every single person. Haha. Haha. This was without a doubt the form that sallow, desiccated corpse had taken in life. This was the man behind it all, and we were finally face to face with him. Face to face. This time, Kid's growl was stronger, more deliberate. She'd seemed almost scared before, but every trace of fear had vanished. Now it was hatred that governed her, overriding all other emotions. I wondered if she might even be feeling some kind of mad delight, a perverse, insane glee, at finally getting her chance for revenge. For his part, despite being faced with his mortal foe, assuming he shared Kid's sense of enmity, Link spoke in a calm, soft voice, almost as gentle as a whisper. "Return the frozen flame to me if you would be so kind. You are carrying my very soul." Yeah, no thanks. Since I brought up 9 Inch Nails, you know one song from them called Wish because Linkin Park covered that song throughout 2004. Oh, they did? I didn't know that. Well, cool. Listen to more 9 Inch Nails, they're cool. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Every single person is my enemy. Oh, I wanted to bring up, but I've been reading this Yosuke and Reader fanfiction. It's all fluffy, but they're just like hanging out in the summer, and it's kind of sad because they like grew apart from the rest of the investigation team, so Yosuke and the Reader are like the only ones keeping in contact. But at one point they're hanging out in Yosuke's room, and like he's got some albums up. He's got like 9 Inch Nails and Korn on there, and I'm like, haha, hey. But yeah, like I can totally see Yosuke listening to 9 Inch Nails and Korn. I actually saw some fan art of him wearing a 9 Inch Nails shirt too, and I'm like, haha, nice. I have the same shirt. You made a Vic AMV with that song. Which one? The Misery or Closer? Or Wish? But cool. But yeah, I'm really liking this fanfiction so far. There's one point where Dojima's teasing Yosuke about liking the Reader. And it was kind of funny. It felt kind of out of character, but I don't know. You're talking about enemy. Oh, okay. You hear someone vom bombing in your parents' room? Whoa, what kind of party did your parents go to, man? Sounds like someone had too much alcohol. Or maybe food poisoning, I don't know. But if they came back that late, I don't know. You think I'm just gonna hand it over because you asked nicely? Why would I go to all the trouble of nicking it if I was gonna give it up that easily? You hope it's one of Miku's parents. Yeah, if not, pretty sure it's your dad. Okay. Noted. Kid's visible agitation stood in stark contrast to Lynx's cold composure. She'd taken the frozen flame from her pocket and was gripping it tightly in her hand. Crimson light blazed from between her fingers. What happened to you anyway? And what the hell's going on with your mansion? He answered almost sorrowfully. As I am sure you have seen, my physical body perished in a scuffle with an assassin. Thankfully, by employing an ancient rite, I was able to preserve my soul in the form of a jewel. So was that what the frozen flame is in this ending? Alas, the price I paid was to take on a form incapable of traveling beyond the confines of this magic circle. My powers are lost to me. Please at least return my soul. Alas indeed, Lynxy boy, but if you think I'm gonna take pity on you after everything you've done, you're nuts as well as evil. Kid's almond eyes narrowed, and her voice quivered with rage. You think dying once is enough to pay for your crimes? Your suffering's only just beginning. The true nature of the frozen flame is also multiple choice, right? Kid pulled the arm holding the frozen flame back like an archer preparing to loose an arrow. No one's ever gonna pity you, you bastard! You don't deserve pity! She twisted, throwing all her strength into a huge swing, and brought the jewel hurtling down toward the unyielding stone floor. Wait! Kid, no! She froze where she stood. Ruh-roh. Your youngest sister has the same birthday as Andrew Garfield. Oh, nice. Yo, Choco Muku, how we doing today? What's up? Another voice had joined Magil's as he cried out. You little wretch! Lynx seemed to warp and bend, and another figure appeared in his place. It was the girl. The same girl who had gazed at us so pleadingly from the window when we'd first entered the manor. You're gonna look at Dead Man Wonderland doujinshis in a bit? Oh, I see ya. Amazing grunts? Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed those. Yeah, I did my best. I always feel weird doing, like, grunts and stuff. But yeah. Kid, smashing the jewel? Losing yourself in your rage? It's exactly what Lynx wants. Yeah, that's me doing the grunts. Next ending. The frozen flame is actually Lynx's butt plug. Watch it be real. I'm the best grunter you've ever heard. Oh, thank you. I'm honored to hear that. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing shitty jobs when I do grunts, but that I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm honored. If you lose yourself entirely, he will consume your soul, just as he did mine. You will become another stepping stone on his road to resurrection. Kid, the circle. I know now where I've seen it before. It's a soul hex. The butt plug. The butt plug is real. Oh man. It consumes the souls of any with It consumes the souls of any with whom it comes into contact and uses them to break the ties that bind an imprisoned spirit, restoring it to life. I'm the second best grunter you've ever heard. The best is Yuri Lowenthal. Yeah, you're right. You're right, of course. I can definitely agree with that. Link's breaking moment. You clipped it. Alright, hold on. Let me see that. I gotta switch the audio. You're gonna literally shit yourself if the doujinshis have that? What, the butt plug? I'm sure there's gotta be some out there. There's always a butt plug involved. Yeah. You little Damn. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, yeah, not that bad. Read your message? I'm not gonna scroll back up for that. I don't know. You came for the butt plug? Yeah. Yeah, you came alright. You want to see if the doujinshis have Ganta and Shiro having sex. Oh, okay. Alright, basic stuff. You only know of the enemy Imagine Dragon official sus version. I don't remember if I've heard that version. But how are we doing today, Lozo? What's up? Majel, usually so calm and collected, couldn't quite keep the horror out of his voice. Yeah, Chocomuku, read the message. I'd be like...
No, nigga. No. No.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. I'm not gonna scroll up. No. Yeah, because if people ask me to reread messages, I don't know, like, they come off as being too entitled. Like, man, there's other people on here. I gotta get with the program. I'm gonna have fun reading the Grunt's Ace Attorney character. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. They realize something in court. Well, I'll look forward to that. Oh, the busy. Every boy wants to be inside of me. I don't think I've heard that version. I know I've heard the sus version of the Mask song that Dream did, which is funny. You watched Death Parade with your brother till 4 a.m. Loved it. Give it a 9.5. Yeah, Death Parade's a good one. Yeah, I really liked that one. Oh man, it's been a while. But yeah, where am I? Majel, usually so calm and collected, couldn't quite keep the horror out of his voice. Consuming souls. Suddenly, it all came together in my mind. Excuse me, the fact that the manor was deserted, that once we'd grabbed the frozen flame, we'd been unable to leave, that the ghost we'd encountered had fled in fear of being consumed by it, and that it had been so easy to acquire the jewel in the first place. It could only mean... The Grunt's text goes by really fast, so fasten your seatbelts. Oh, I see. Okay. You can't get over Nona from Death Parade looking like a Velvet Room attendant. Right? Yeah, I do look like one. The anime is all dark, brutal, and depressing, the opening. Everybody put your hands up, right? It's so catchy, yeah. But yeah, it was a good anime. The entire manor was a trap. What? Why did that go by so quickly? Felicia. Just as I was coming to my realization, a voice spoke the name. A name I'd heard before. Have I heard of the original Down with the Sickness? What, like a demo version? Because I haven't. Felicia, I came for you. I finally made it. It was Kid. I'd never heard Kid speak so plaintively before. She sounded almost like a child calling out to her mother. Nona doesn't have the deep blue outfit. Well, it's like the vibe. It's like the vibe. Like, they have, like, the general kind of look, but yeah. Your brother's a Decim Kinney, so you're gonna commission someone to make a Decim plushie for him. Aw, well cute. Nice. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah, it's the aesthetic. And then I remembered who Felicia was. She was the nun who had looked after Kid. The only person she'd ever been close to. Sister Felicia. Felicia, The fast text was talking about how the whole manor was a trap for Lynx to steal their souls. Okay, thank you. Okay. Sweet little kid, how you've grown. Wretch! Lynx's face, contorted with agony, emerged from Felicia's chest and then disappeared again. Well, that's creepy. The Persona server shit on your point and decided to post random characters completely unrelated and saying, ooh, a velvet room attendant. Oh, well, damn, rip. But yeah, like, I get it, cause like, you know, they have to wear the dark, you know, the blue. But yeah. I know, I didn't expect more grunts, but here we are. There's an artist you want to commission fan art of Batman with other DC women in the P5 harem round on Valentine's Day. Oh, that would be a fun one. Someone liked your Jack Frost sitting in a hotel picture, but it's your profile picture in Wattpad and you're over here. Aw, well cute.
I'm grateful you came for me, kid, but I cannot come home. You must flee this place while I can still contain him.
Decim and Nona give you huge Velvet Room attendant vibes. Yeah. It's especially also because, like, the role that they're in, too, like, kind of, like... They're basically attending, like, you know... what was it called again? But, you know, the game room place. To know if you want to have the song request for the full version of Down with the Sickness, the one with the mommy part. Oh, well, I see. I don't know. Wonder Woman, take my chocolates, please, before I crush them. Yeah. Alright.
No, I won't leave you here. I finally found you. You have to come home. You have to. You always were a willful one.
A gentle smile crossed Felicia's face for a moment. Sorry for all the clips you're making by hitting the clip button to replace stuff you missed, like the fast text. Well, that's okay. Yeah. Because I figure that's why you do the clips anyways, because, like, you know, I also want to know what I'm missing too. But yeah, you're good. You feel like if you ever make a Persona fan game, you'll make the Velvet Room attendants look similar to Nona and Decim. Yeah, they'd be good templates to go off of.
But I cannot leave. I must atone for my father's sins. Father?
Wait, don't tell me.
He knew that they were coming for him, that his life was in danger, and so he made certain preparations.
She was struggling to speak. Her efforts to overcome Lynx's control were truly testing her. Oh, clip. Okay. You wish it didn't add the clip to the clip archive even when you don't hit the publish button. I think you can get rid of clips, unless if I'm the only one who has, like, that authority, you can let me know to get rid of them, but yeah, it does kind of, like, queue up, but it's alright. Please read Dead Man Wonderland. I've been told it's good. Maybe one of these days, but there's just so many things I'm, like, on right now. Cause, like, right now I'm reading, like, Pluto, Persona 4 Arena manga, Chainsaw Man, and, yeah, that's it. Oh. Lynx's face contorted with agony. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, sorry, I forgot to put the chrome on. There we go. Wretch! Lynx's face, contorted with agony, emerged from Felicia's chest and then disappeared again. Well, that's creepy. Clips can be deleted by the one who makes them as far as you know. Okay, had a feeling. Dead Man Wonderland better than Chainsaw Man? Okay. Well, I'll consider it, but yeah, I made a promise to read through Chainsaw Man, and also because I'm intrigued. I want to know more about Makimo, so I'm here. Your sister's mad at your cat for making her think he was missing all day? Yeah, I can't blame her. Oh, so right now in the Persona 4 Arena manga that I'm in, so Kanji just fought with Aigus, she defeated him. And also Yosuke is fighting Chie right now. And they included the line with Chie being all like, Yosuke, I want to eat you. And it's funny because when she says that, Yosuke's all like, oh, does she mean she wants me like that? And then they show a panel, like Chie's jacket is off and like you can see just cleavage. And I'm just like, oh damn, okay. But yeah, that's from Yosuke's imagination. But yeah, like, I'm liking the manga so far. They draw Yosuke so cute. But, yeah. Who will win? Deadman, Wonderland, or Chainsaw Man? Chainsaw Man doesn't have a cute albino girl, so it's instantly bad. Yeah. Just let Aho Girl win. Oh, Miku, you know what? I put Aho Girl, I think. Or I think that's the one. I don't know. I put something on my anime wheel. Because it looked funny. It might have been something else, though, but whatever I saw... Cause like, the clip that I saw, like, it was like some delinquent moving in, like a transfer student delinquent. And like, everyone suddenly became buff like JoJo characters. I don't know if that's Aho Girl, but like, as soon as I saw that clip, I was like, I'm gonna watch this because I like gag anime and gag manga, so like, you know, I'm into it. It's just an image of a jacket coming off, but it's just a meat kebab. It may as well been. That's not Aho Girl, okay. Never mind. I forgot what I put on there then. But I'll consider Aho Girl too. Yeah. Shiro from Deadman Wonderland is very cute. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like queued up with so many things right now, so, you know. Pretty tasty. Chie cleavage. Yeah, you're welcome. See, I knew you'd like that. I had to, because that was some good fan service right there that I certainly didn't expect, but there we are. The fanbase for Aho Girl is very small. Alright, I got you. Wait, so is there an anime for it? Because let me add it now before I forget. You do like it gives kind of story-driven for what it fights. You know the U fight. Not sure if I read her later. Not yet. No, Yu hasn't shown up in the TV world where I'm at right now, so okay. There is an anime for Aho Girl. Okay. Yeah, so let me save it before I forget, because I just remembered there was like something you liked. And it sounded like whatever the heck I added. And I'm like, okay. So... Oh! Good Luck Girl! That's why I'm like, okay, Good Luck Girl. That's the anime I was thinking of. The Yu fight is a really neat one. Okay, well I'll look forward to it. Don't tell me how it goes. I'm sure you won't, but yeah. I will look forward to that. I'm really enjoying the manga so far. Let's see. You can delete 30 clips at a time. Oh, well there you go, see? Now you know. Let's see.
He knew that they were coming for him, that his life was in danger, and so he made certain preparations.
She was struggling to speak. Her efforts to overcome Lynx's control were truly testing her.
He conjured up the hex you see before you, a curse that consumes the souls of others in order that a departed soul can be returned to life. But in order to create it, he needed the soul of a blood relative, his daughter.
You're currently collecting the manga for Aho Girl. Impossible to find in Barnes & Noble. Yeah, like, if you're saying, like, the fanbase is pretty small anyways, yeah, it's harder to find the smaller manga there, unfortunately. Death Parade deserves a season 2. I know, huh? I'm kind of surprised we haven't heard of one.
Forgive me. I could not tell you. I could not tell anyone. This monster was my father. I was born out of wedlock to a woman of no standing, but he was my father nonetheless.
Kid's eyes opened wide with shock. Damn. Bottom left, Dreamy Bull's reaction to a soul hex that consumes souls. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm about to blow. Oh, that's right. Madhouse animated Death Parade. Didn't Madhouse close? It's too bad. Yeah, you know what? A lot of the anime that I like were animated by Madhouse. Because you got, like, you got Monster, you got the Devil May Cry anime, a whole bunch of others, but yeah, just, those, from the top of my head, I just started to notice, but I'm like, damn, I'm watching all these Madhouse anime. Yeah, I heard they closed down, or either that or, like, they changed names. Or maybe I'm remembering wrong. Okay. You're gonna get a Shiro plushie. Cool, cool. You heard people really wish Death Parade got a second season. Yeah, because it was really cool. I liked it.
The moment the assassin slew him, his soul consumed mine in order to trigger the creation of the frozen flame, which set about consuming the souls of everyone in the manor. But even this harvest of souls would not suffice to bring him back. Soon he had consumed those of all in his domain.
Your Twitter is now active? Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, I don't really use Twitter that much, except for if I want to see any news, or like, art, or shit posts, but yeah, I'm barely on Twitter.
And yet, still he hungered. Still, this was not enough to bring about his resurrection. So he decided to use the jewel that contained his soul as a lure to bring unsuspecting thieves to the manor.
Madhouse is still active, just checked wiki. Oh, okay. I wonder what I heard then. It's probably a different company. What's your Twitter then? I'll follow. People talked about Death Parade all the time back when it came out, for even a few years after, but just complete silence nowadays. Right? Yeah, one of my friends actually got me into Death Parade. They're like, oh my god, you should watch this anime, it's so... I think you'd like it. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, yeah. Choco Muku's your Twitter? Okay, I'll go ahead and follow it later. Choco Miku. I know, sometimes I get kinda... I'm like, wait, is that Miku? But it's not. Linksamort. Yeah, he is Linksamort.
I must atone for my part in these terrible crimes.
Death Grips anime when? I know, right? All we got was an opening. I still really like that opening that one person did. It was so good. The studio Manglobe. Maybe, I don't know. Kid didn't say a word. There was nothing she could say. And neither could I.
I barely have the strength left to contain him. You must leave this place. Dear, sweet little kid. My little girl.
Manglobe is the ones who animated Dead Man Wonderland. Oh, okay, maybe. Alright, that was probably the one then. Back in 2015. Okay.
Felicia! Link still lacks the souls he needs to complete his resurrection, correct?
Oh no, wait, that's Magil. Magil's booming voice broke the silence. I turned to see that he had been working on, I guess you'd call it rewriting part of the magic circle. Felicia gave him a questioning look for a moment, which then gave way to a strangely peaceful smile.
Thank you, Magil. It seems I am indebted to you once more.
Manglobe filed for bankruptcy. Okay. What's the most underrated anime? Sexy Commando Sugoyo Masaru-san! Fucking watch it, it's hilarious. And each episode's very short too, so like, you could like binge them, like, I don't know, like, they're all up on YouTube, but it's a hilarious gag anime. It's great. You gotta watch it. You like how Lynx is inexplicably dead in this route and the nature of the frozen flame is completely different. I know, right? It's interesting. For the first time since I'd known him, I saw him smile.
Perhaps, but we'll meet again one day. Many years from now, if I'm lucky. You can repay me then. Now then,
Ambatukam! You should watch... Yes, watch Serial Experiments Lane. It's a trip. You'll be confused, but it's worth it. Someone asked you what you would be in 5 years and you sent them a gif of Lane. Aw. What, with the computers? The wires and stuff? You say Dororo mainly because it didn't get enough love at the time of its release. Okay. For underrated anime, Death Parade and Dead Man Wonderland. I don't know. Death Parade, sure, because people did talk about it, but not enough. But I don't know. I heard a lot about Dead Man Wonderland, so I'm like, Excel Saga. Oh, that's something I haven't heard in a while, yeah. You're terminally online, so Lane is literally you. Yeah. Having come to feel like something of a fifth wheel by this point, I jumped with surprise at hearing my name. Asobi Asobase, yes, that's a good one too. That one's also hilarious. Yeah, I'm glad that we watched it on the server. Like, for me that was my second time, but it's so good, the way that the faces are drawn too. I should read the manga for that as well, because I hear there's more. I'd like to see a season 2 for that one as well.
I'm going to force the soul hex into action. will force Lynx's soul back into his body as ill-prepared and decaying as it is. Buttercum, I need you to... You can't do this! If we go through with this, Felicia's gonna... Kid had suddenly come to. Oh, that was Magil speaking. I thought it was, Felicia. Okay. The opening to Dead Man Wonderland is such a banger. Okay. Did you know that in Golden Boy, the scene of him cleaning the woman's boobs is voiced by Yukiko? Really? Okay. Are we talking sub or dub? Because I watched sub. In your mind, both Parade and Dead Man came out at the same time and kinda had a similar outcome in your mind. Both communities wish it got an expansion, but just never came. That does sound about right, because I do remember hearing about them around that time too. But yeah. For dub. Okay, I guess I have to watch the dub then. Wait, so Yukiko's voice actress did the president for the Techie Club? Or, yeah, that company? Interesting. There's a funny anime that has high school boys as the main characters. Which one? That's like a lot of anime. You'll revive the Dead Man Wonderland community, just you wait. Okay. Yeah. Imagine if Yuri Lowenthal were in the Golden Boy dub. Yeah, see, if he voiced Kintaro, then I'd jump on that. I'd be watching dub instead. But yeah, I wanted to watch sub because I always default to sub if like Yuri's not in something. And also because like that's where I saw the clips from, so. The anime is Daily Lives of Schoolboys. That one sounds familiar. Okay. You like hearing both? Sub and dub? Yeah, like, I prefer sub, but yeah, like, nowadays at least, dub is, you know, the dub voice actors are getting like, you know, they're sounding better. So, there's that. The scene that never gets old for you is the spit scene. Oh my god, yeah, that one. I don't know, it's hard for me to choose a favorite because there's so many good scenes in Golden Boy. But yeah. You prefer the original version since it doesn't cut out stuff or doesn't do the whole Gamergate thing in some dubs. Yeah, that's true. I'll need you to keep Kid away so that she doesn't interfere. I don't quite remember what happened next. There was the shine of the magic circle's light, a swiftly swallowed scream from Lynx, Magil's towering frame making sigils in the air, Felicia's smile. You want Ganta and Shiro from Dead Man Wonderland to kiss? Ah, I feel ya, the OTP. Yosuke spits, me. Hell yeah, I'm going to consume Yosuke's spit. Please let him spit in my mouth. And Kid's tears. Watch the Dragon Maid dub, it's really awkward. Awkward funny or awkward cringe? Dragon Maid kinda sucky. Oh, I like Dragon Maid, it's funny. He had some wholesome moments too. But yeah, No Game No Life SAO are so bad. Yeah, we don't talk about SAO. I don't really care about No Game No Life either. The Dragon Maid dub was cringe. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll watch one episode to see just how bad it is, but it's where the Gamergate jokes were put in to replace dialogue from the sub. What the heck? Okay. Our clothes were torn in places and we were both covered in cuts and scratches. Magil was unconscious on the other side of the room, his energy completely spent. For you, Dragon Maid is cringe, just as a whole. Okay, understandable. That's your opinion. What are we on Twitter? Right? Why would they do that? It's not the first time Funimation did that crap, sadly not the last. Oh, okay. But that is weird. And on the floor, there was nothing. Not even a trace left. When it said their clothes were torn, you thought it was going somewhere else? Yeah, you know, if only, right? Eventually the moon rose again, and I stayed sitting on the floor, my mind blank, until Magil and Kid finally returned to consciousness.
gonna get a Blu-ray player just to play the single Dead Man Wonderland Blu-ray, I feel that. You need a piece of history in your house by having a shit ton of Dead Man Wonderland merch. I respect that. I guess there was nothing else we could do in the end. I didn't say it to anyone in particular, and sure enough, neither of them replied. As we walked side by side through the forest, I turned back for one last look. This time, there was a gentle quiet surrounding the manor. True peace at last. The frozen flame, which Kid had held onto so tightly, vanished, leaving only an imprint in her hand. Dragon Maid dub, not the worst, but it's so dated. The sub is better, but it does have stuff for like... Yeah, I'll watch just to see how it goes, just like one episode, but I think I'm gonna cringe if I continue further. And so ends another tale. Perhaps one day I'll see Kid, Magil, and Felicia again. One day, somewhere, at another time, in another world. Perhaps none of us will even realize it. But that's a story for another day. For now, I must put down my pen. But yeah, you really never know what you're gonna get with these alt routes. I was expecting everything to be comedic, but this one was actually pretty serious. So yeah, I don't know what the hell the next ending is gonna be like. I closed my grandfather's diary. Oh, wait, okay, it's the same stuff. The creator of Space Dandy and Cowboy Bebop does prefer the dub over the sub. What? Really? Huh. That's... okay. Like, the dub of Dragon Maid, or are we talking like the dub of those respective anime you mentioned? You're going to watch Space Dandy just because of the alien cat? He's pretty funny. But yeah, Space Dandy's great. Yeah, it's random. There's some wholesome, sad moments too. But yeah, like, you never know what you're... just like with these endings, you never know what you're gonna get for a Space Dandy episode. Are Space Dandy and Cowboy Bebop in the same universe? You know, that's a good question. I'd like to think they are. I don't know. They may as well be. But yeah, like, made by the same creator, so... I'm not really sure what the consensus is on that. The dubs for Space Dandy and Cowboy. He's been very open about how much his animes have set a standard for English voice casting. Okay, yeah, because if he was talking Dragon Maid, that's where I'm like, what? But okay. Yeah, like, the dub for Cowboy Bebop I can definitely say is pretty good. I've seen like one clip of the Space Dandy dub, and yeah, like, you know, not too bad. Who made them? I forget the name of the studio, but yeah, same creator. They also worked on, what's it called? Carol and Tuesday. There was another one, but yeah. A lot of the anime, like, you know, made by, like, you know, this company tend to have, like, music themes, which I really like. But yeah. I'm pretty sure the pink birds were in the other versions of the credits. Yeah, the UFO one was the only weird one. So Space Dandy and Cowboy Bebop are technically in the same universe, since the currency is the same. Right, yeah, because, like, they were talking about the Woolongs, right? So I'm like, so it's like Cowboy Bebop, but yeah. He doesn't like to delve too much with clashing tones. Okay, yeah, it's always nice to be fresh. What the fuck, man? How you doing today, Duncan? What's up? Oh, you came here towards, like, the end of stream. I'm, like, about to end after this ending. Crazy nice fact to join into. Oh yeah, right? Very cool. Surge, I like the kind of woman that will actually just kill me. Right? If an anime studio picks up Dead Man Wonderland, please don't let Madhouse or Cloverworks get to it. Okay. Oh, I'm about to end! Right? The only sad part is the creator kinda said he regretted making Space Dandy because he just never got the time of day. Yeah, but it's unfortunate, right? Yeah, like, Space Dandy I'm hearing was pretty underrated. Yeah, seriously. But yeah, like, sure it's like random, but yeah, like, I think Space Dandy's, it's a fun piece of art. Because you get different themes for every episode too, and like sometimes even different like art, kind of art styles, like especially with the Plant Planet episode. But yeah. You need professional help. Alright, you can ask me... Well, I don't know, probably on Discord, because I really need to sleep soon. I didn't think we'd actually be here this long, but... People consider Dandy to be Ian Sinclair's best role, and that's saying a lot. The man voiced Brooke from One Piece. Yeah, okay, I'm tuning out on One Piece, but okay. No, I'm kidding, but... Okay, cool. You took it upon yourself to start a Pokemon challenge run of a torturous kind. Started what's known as a Professor Oak's challenge run. Which one's that one? I don't think I'm familiar. But anyways, that's our 5th ending? Okay, that's our 5th ending. Yay! So we have 3 more, including the secret ending. So, what will happen next? I don't know! You never know what's gonna happen with these fucking endings. But okay. You have to catch and evolve every Pokemon you can before each gym leader. That is a weird one, but okay. Oh, so like, is this catch every Pokemon, like, within the area before fighting the gym leader? The point being Pokedex completion at every point you can without delaying it for late game. Okay, I see. Alright, interesting. So yeah, what'll happen next? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh, what's this? Sadly, the case of it being a dude made him feel like a dud, made him feel like it was worth a lot of effort for a little reward. Love Space Dandy, but knowing that makes you appreciate something only very few will. Right? Yeah, because, like, it didn't really have too much... It's not really plot-driven, so, like, I get it. But I think Space Dandy, like, the enjoyment of Space Dandy is more into the experience. But yeah, it's just too bad, like, more people don't really talk about it. But yeah, good stream. Lots of shenanigans today. The Lynx grunts. A lot of references. And fourth wall breaking, and then sad. But yeah. You feel like streaming, but your voice sounds so soft? You can always get a good mic. Yeah. So far, you have to evolve Chimchar, Piplup, Staravia, and Psyduck. Then you'll be able to take on the first gym. Well, shit. Oh. Oh, so you have to include evolutions, okay. Well, good luck with that. So you're doing Diamond, okay. Another instance of Pearl for starters. Trade Evos and version exclusives, okay. Oh yeah, we got the UFO Borkers too, yeah. Show me your PC in the Discord, but I really need to fucking go. It's like 12:30, I have work later today. I thought we were gonna end like around 11:30, but yeah, we're just here. Yeah, no, I need to go. Yeah, I'm at least glad that I got a nap before this, but yeah. Well, we reached the 3-hour mark, right? But yeah, I don't want to go back to work. Well, I hope it's not gonna be busy like last week. Last week was fucking hectic, but yeah, let's just hope it's... This week is my shorter week, so yay. But yeah, I just hope it's not gonna be as busy as last week. That was a nightmare. You keep forgetting time zone shit, yeah. Yeah, you're already in the future. I need to sleep. But yeah, alright, thank you for tuning into the stream. As always, love chatting with you guys and hanging out. If you're just watching, I'm always glad to be entertainment. But later today we will be playing Digital Devil Saga, so look forward to that. And yeah, hope it isn't as rough with people around me, right? Yeah. I just don't want like the bad clients. I mean, not bad clients. It's just like sometimes we get clients that don't actually need to be there, but also like the really troublesome ones. I'm about to sleep. But yeah. And you're welcome for stream. Yeah, always glad to stream for you guys. But okay, I'm gonna go. This music is soothing. Yeah, it's great music to end on. Yeah. You sent in Pokemon chat. Okay, I'll take a look at it when I can. But okay. This is indeed sleepy time music. The music box. Okay, I'm going for real. Matanene, my dudes. I hope you have a lovely rest of your night or day, wherever you may be. And I'll catch you guys later. See ya.